everybody. Sorry I was so late, but my computer decided to be a butt. My computer was being a butt. That's the long and short of it. But we're here eventually. How's it going? Oh, I'm so late. Sorry about that. On the bright side, turning it off and on again remains to the best trick in the book. And I'm getting tired of Elgato capture cards. They just act up. They like to act up. That's what they do. That's what they do best. You think that those who develop it would focus more on capturing footage, but no, acting up. That's what they put all the man hours into, figuring that one out. But here we are. We're here, and it's a great day. It's not day anymore. It's nighttime. But I don't know how the word night sounds with that accent. Natty, welcome. How's it going? Chris, thank you for being here early, and sorry for the wait. I did go in and announce that I would be coming in at like 8:45, 9 o'clock, but then here we are, and it is 9:28. So I was even late for the late stream. I'm an overachiever. That's what I am. Shanala, welcome in. How's it going? It's been nighttime for like 5 hours for me. Yeah, time difference. Yes, that's true. And it is funny. Like, I don't think people realize when you think South America, I don't think a lot of Americans realize how much of South America is east of us as well. But there is Shanala, who is 2 hours ahead of Central Time, which is an hour ahead of our easternmost time. Yeah, that is a thing. Bluesionic Wolf, how you doing? Welcome. Panther, how's it going? Yes, we are here. Nero 9000, welcome in. How's it going? And R2D2 knows it all. What's up? Welcome. Yes, the cat does act up, indeed. I am, however, and it's funny because I was really looking forward to this stream because a bunch of cool stuff has arrived over the last few days. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. It's just really, really cool stuff that's here. I wish I could say it was for PC things. It is not. That whole thing is just whatever right now, but it's for the other thing that's in the title, not the PC thing. Of course, we are I'm always here to help you guys out. If help with PCs is what you need and seek, you have found it, and I will help you. Asterisk. And then you scroll to the bottom of terms and conditions, and that asterisk says you do need to fill out a form to do this, but it is free. You do need to fill out a form for me to help you. And that is normal and fine and good, because it helps me help you out even better. I'm excited to be here, though. I always am. I'm always happy to hang out with you guys. Doesn't matter how many of y'all show up. I'm happy you're here. That is the truth. Whenever I go too long with, like, whenever I have to miss a couple streams, I guess, I don't know if I've been doing this for too long, but I actually genuinely miss it whenever I don't get to do streams for a while. So it's a good thing that I do right now. Also, I saw a video on the update on this camera right here, the Osmo Pocket 3. The one that I use that follows me around. I use it for all my shorts. I use it whenever I'm, like when you're seeing... Whenever you're seeing this view right here or the desktop view, that's the camera that I always say I'm looking at the wrong camera. DJI Osmo Pocket 3. In my opinion, the best creator camera there is. Well, the 4 is coming out. And my biggest problem with this camera is that while it has good tracking when it can see your face, If it can't for even a second, actually, now it does it well. What the heck? Usually when I do this, it like freaks out looking for me. Well, maybe it likes the McPikachu. But no, yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry I was so late. I really did not intend for that to happen. But if you stream, then you understand that you are doing tech support for yourself a lot. And none of my cameras were showing up. And I spent the last, I don't know, hour or so fixing that. It's a good time. Time well spent. Irregardless, here we are. I got it fixed. And fun fact, I did hit a reboot on Windows, and I tried rebooting. Didn't fix my capture card. When I did a hard shutdown, switched off the power supply, pressed the power button a few times, pulled out the power plug, pressed the power button a few times, you know, all that stuff. Discharged the power supply completely, undid all that and turned it back on. There you go. So it's a power delivery issue, perhaps with the motherboard. I don't know. Or with, no, yeah, it's generally all handled by the motherboard. PCIe power is handled by the motherboard. I don't know, and I hope not, because it's my favorite motherboard, at least from that generation. X670E Gaming Plus Wi-Fi from MSI. But I have been using this thing for a while now. A couple of years now, maybe? A year and a half? So, I don't know. It could do, anything can develop gremlins. But let's look at chat and talk to chat. That's well, look at that. That is Braxton1823 coming in with a tier 3 sub. Let's go, nerds. Braxton, thank you for the 25 months of support. You are a gift to the swarm, my friend. How's it going? Tier 3, 25 months. Ridiculous. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yes, saying hi to everybody. Yeah, I made some US East friends in Hunt Showdown. Been playing it for 2 days. Nice. Okay, all right. Well, Target Practice coming in with a prime sub. Let's go, nerds. Thank you for 5 months of support. Welcome back to the swarm. Is there an echo in here? You guys? Weird. Okay, Bone Shock, welcome in. How's it going? Natty's, Bluesionic, welcome. I already said hi to you, but hi again. This lasagna seems to have more cream cheese than actual cheese. That's sad. Where's the ricotta? Gonna eat every single shred of it. Enjoy your lasagna, Natty. Well, hey, parasocially speaking, I do look forward to your streams every week. Well, thank you, Natty. I look forward to y'all coming and hanging out. So we're all parasocial around here, I guess. WX Fan, what's going on? Welcome. I was mentioning a comment. Comment said Bray was buying WX Fan 1 hobby box of Topps Chrome NFL cards. Couldn't have been my comment. I don't lie on the internet. Maybe you look like Pikachu. Thank you. Widely regarded as like one of the cutest mascot characters like ever. Cool, thanks. I think. It's kind of round. I don't have the ears. I mean, but other than the ears, our heads are similarly shaped. So, but welcome, Target Practice. No, it looked like a little Star Wars droid looking around at the. It looked like a little Star Wars droid looking around at the card show. Oh, yeah, the camera. Yes, right. Well, the 4, I was talking about this. The Osmo Pocket 4 is supposed to have magnificent tracking, like way better tracking. Well, would you look at that? That is Cherokee Vapors coming in with a prime sub. 10 months of support. Let's go, nerds. Thank you, Cherokee. Welcome back. How's it going? Alucard, how's it going? Welcome in. It's good to see you too, Braxton. Not Jasper's, welcome. Just chilling out, cleaning my workspace a bit. Helps since I have the day off. That is nice. You deserve the day off, my friend. I I had some PC fixing to do. That's why I was an hour and a half late. So we will be streaming a little bit late tonight. As long as there's stuff to do, we'll be streaming a little bit late tonight. We do have a lot to do, but I'm not doing all of it tonight. That would be foolhardy in terms of ripping packs. But yes, okay. There's actually 2 time zones in South America east of us. Yes. Absolutely. Say no, Aqua Hug, brother. Thank you, Nero. Appreciate it. Cherokee, thank you for being in both chats. I appreciate you very much for that. Thank you. Lone Vaquero, welcome. Episode 27, Dr. Stone Season 4 just dropped today. I thought we watched it. We watched it yesterday. We watched it yesterday, I believe. I did one of those GameStop Power Pack things today. Bored at work, and for 25 bucks, I got a PSA 9 Charizard from Obsidian Flames, worth like 50 bucks. Not Jasper's. That is cool. That is cool. I don't know that I would recommend it, but like, you have the money, you're bored once, maybe, sure. It's not one of those things where it's like, you'll come out on top if you do it a lot. Like, don't do that. You know, not everyone can buy one of those weird mystery packs and get a Bonsley like I did, okay? Okay, the Mick Pikachu was a pretty good pull. When you playing the TCG game from the Game Boy Advance, was there a TCG game on the GBA? Like, not a Pokemon turn-based RPG, but like, kind of like Pokemon TCG Live, like the app, the phone game? Huh, never played it, never saw it, actually. One of the reasons that I was late to the games, when it comes to playing the Pokemon video games, is because I only ever had, in terms of Nintendo handhelds, Game Boy, actually. So I can wear this. All right, I had one when I was a kid. All right, Link's Awakening was my favorite game. It's so good. Then skip everything and then switch. That's how that went. I got into PC gaming, and it took all of my money, and I loved it. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, no GBA for me, but I did get something pretty interesting. It's in the other room. I'll show you guys another time. Wow, got a lot going on tonight. We got Lone Vaquero 684 coming in with a tier 1 sub, 12 months of support. Let's go, nerds. Thank you, Lone Vaquero. Welcome back to the swarm. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, Game Boy Color. Got it. Yeah, I see people losing a ton of money on those. Yeah, don't do that. One, though, now and then. Like, I'll do one mystery bag at every card show. It's great for, like, the live stream, and then, you know, it's just kind of fun. But I'm not going to buy a stack of them. I didn't actually realize when I picked up that one in San Antonio a couple weeks ago that it was 50 bucks. Well, at least I got a $75 card out of it, so that was cool. There was a TCG game for the Game Boy Color. Got it. Now, new episodes drop weekly. You caught up to episode 26, most likely. I would have to look at my Crunchyroll thing, but if there's a new one tonight, that's great, because Ari and I can watch it after she gets back from work. Unless she ends up going to sleep, because I am going to be streaming a little bit late. Just an FYI, Power GPU has its configurator working again on the website. Neat. I wonder what that looks like. Oh yeah, the GameStop gambling machine is open for everyone now. Interesting. The online one, right? When you did that, not Jasper's, you did the Power Pack thing on the website, right? You didn't go into GameStop and buy one, because they had the physical ones. They might still have the physical ones. Lone Vaquero, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. Let me show you guys what we have. Oh, thank you for the hype train. Level 3. Thank you very much, guys. That's really cool of you. Thank you. Let me show you what we got, because it's a lot of stuff. Okay, so I'll save this one for last. So after deliberation, after looking around at the available products for a long time, I determined that the cheapest way to rip Ascended Heroes, because I am not nearly done with that set. That is like the special set of Mega Evolution era, right? Well, there's going to be more, but like, I don't know if any of them are going to be as big as this. Well, y'all may have remembered that last week I opened, or was it Sunday? It might have been Sunday. It might have been Tuesday. I don't know. But I opened one of these. I determined these are the cheapest way to get packs for Ascended Heroes. This has more packs than the ETB, and it is cheaper than the ETB. There you go. I didn't get that much heat out of the one that I opened, but this is going to make a good, well, it might be good for the trade binder. It is now a promo that does take away from its rarity greatly. But they have two versions of this. Not sure you knew that, but they have the upside down one. So before, I found the Gardevoir one at a local GameStop for the same price as Market. So I was like, might as well get one for stream tonight or whatever, or whenever I was going to do it. I had ordered both of these before that. So yeah, these are awesome. We now have 22 packs of Ascended Heroes to open. Plus, I now have a spare of this because I did pull the Lucaria. So that can go in the trade binder too. So neat. That's something we can do, one tonight, one Sunday, whenever. I don't know. Now, the other thing is, well, y'all remember how the hunt for Bonsly went, right? Stop doing that. Stop that. There's nothing up here on the ceiling. Don't look at that. Y'all remember how the hunt for Bonsly went, right? I was confident that one ETB of Obsidian Flames would contain the common Bonsly card. It did not. And then I was like, well, let's do another piece of content, and it's going to be a warning thing about like these scam kind of pack things. These right here. And then the Bonsly was in that. And it was crazy. Like, I could not have planned that any better. I'm not creative. I'm pretty creative. I would not have thought to stage that. Like, it just was weird. It's funny because I was like, well, now I hope people don't go out and start buying these. It was still a, like, 20-cent Bonsly card. Like, nobody cares. That's not gonna be, oh, I gotta go out and buy those the MJ Holdings packs. Yeah, that was crazy. If you were here, like, you know, I don't think a single person has ever reacted that strongly to seeing a Bonsly card. But it's about as strongly as I will react if Cub Fu is in one of these. Because for Obsidian Flames, we had 9 packs. With this, we have 8. There is, in the entirety of all printed cards, they have only ever had one run of Cub Fu. And it was in this set. Chilling Rain. Don't do that. Okay, I'll have to pick that up. Okay, it was in this set, Chilling Rain. Now, here's a bonus. I did not yet have Calyrex Shadow Rider. Oops, that's Shadow Rider. And Calyrex Ice Rider. So now I have both in a V version card. So that's super sick. That's going to be great for the Pokédex. And as I've told you guys and justified plenty of times, that is perfectly valid for the Pokédex promo cards. So, but 4 packs each. These were not that expensive, all things considered, considering that it is Sword and Shield. Not that expensive, but still. Also, these the hollow on these giant cards are actually really nice. The jumbo cards have a really nice hollow to them. Very cool. Okay. That does remind me, when I mentioned promos, it does remind me that I still haven't opened this thing yet. This is a Japanese product, V-Star and VMAX high class deck, Zera Aura. Just because I just have like a regular holo rare Zera Aura, and I wanted this. And also, this is going to have a lot of, you know, shiny cards in it. It's a high class. Basically, imagine the build and battle box thing, or actually really the League battle deck that you get in the US, or in English, I should say. But if it was a lot of like reverse holos and stuff, probably. So yeah, we're going to check this out, but it does come with Zera Aura V, VMAX, and V-Star. So one of these is making it into the Pokédex, and it's definitely going to be this VMAX. So that will just open later. That'll just be kind of fun. It's like, I don't think that there's going to be many Pokemon in there I don't already have, if any. I'm really, really wanting to see if I need to know if Kubfu is in here. I need to know. Or am I going to have to get it out of one of these? Imagine if Kubfu had been in there, but the odds are not good. Pikachu has they've made 800 different Pikachu cards that have been in print at any given time. Many still are. One for Kubfu. One. I thought Kubfu was cool. I thought that legendary evolution was cool. I thought Kubfu was cool. Yeah. Whatever, you know. Urshifu is the legendary I'm talking about, by the way. Kubfu turns into Urshifu. Anyways, this last one, I still have the Team Rocket thing. I'm still nervous about opening that. I got burned on that first one. Get it? Moltres? Burned? All right. I said pre-orders were up for Gem Pack 5 at Kells. Yeah, I'm not super excited about Gem Pack 5 with how many reprints are in it from Gem Pack 1, but... And I might be mistaken on that. Maybe they changed it slightly. Legally distinct. I don't know. Sky the Cow, but welcome, by the way. Definitely a funny moment. It really was. It really was. Okay, 1 second. Hi, I'm right here. This one's pretty big. Hold on. Now, one set that I feel like I've been missing out on this whole time is kind of, well, there's basically at the end of, hold on. Okay, at the end of Sword and Shield was a special set. This was a pretty popular set. And I found a box that I was like, that's a reasonable price for that many packs. And also, I want the 2 promo cards in it. So this thing is not going to fit in this camera view. Check this thing out. Crown Zenith Sea and Sky Premium Collection with Rayquaza V Jumbo card, Rayquaza, Kyogre, what is it, Cosmo Hollows, and then Rayquaza V and Kyogre V, which are both upgrades for both of those Pokemon in the Pokédex. This thing is insane, and it has 14 packs. Come on, camera. You mad? It's mad because it knows I'm going to replace it with the 4. Yeah, because it's better at tracking, maybe. You do better. You're still going to be in the setup, but you're going to be over there. You can do this. All right. 14 packs of Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith is... What is casting that shadow? I don't like it. I don't know. Whatever. Crown Zenith is supposed to be a really, really awesome set. I cannot wait to rip into this. But it's just such a huge box. My goodness. It's a lot of packs. Stop pointing at us. I will not. Spiffy Multi joined. 'Tis fun times with good peoples. I would like to. You said Saturday? That's a maybe. It is a maybe. Because... And that's mostly because my girlfriend is off on Saturday. Don't know how she'd feel about that. 8 p.m. Eastern. Like, she's off after working a full week. That's her first day off. And she usually likes to... I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But no, this thing is massive. It is crazy. This was definitely something I'm excited about. I've heard a lot of great things about Crown Zenith, so... Yeah, I'm not too excited about it, but might grab one for fun. I mean, I should. I guess that's one of those things where it's like, I'm kind of supposed to. Cutoff time for games in YAMLs is 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern. It sends you the Discord. YAMLs? Okay, you know, I've never done one of these. So I don't know what that is. I'm not ripping this box. We're doing something else. This one's kind of a big deal. Well, I mean, I guess I could. My main thing was to... I really wanted to get into the Cali Rex boxes. To try and get Cub Food. Like, that is an important mission that we're on. If I can get that... Okay, let me explain this one. Well, you know what? I'll explain it in the video again. But real quick, the Cliff's Notes is that there are some Pokemon cards where it's just a common card that's not worth anything, but they only ever printed like in 1 or 2 sets. Like that Pokemon only has like 2 cards they ever made, like 2 prints that they ever made. But because it's just a common card, it's not worth anything, so you'll never find them for trade at card shows. And I cannot buy cards for my Pokedex. I have to catch it myself by ripping packs. I have to trade for it, or I can get it as a promo. There is no Cub Fu promo. There was only 1 Cub Fu card ever, and it might be in one of these boxes. So, yeah, that's the thing. Trading is cool and all, but nobody's going to be carrying this card around or have it in their binder. They might have it in their bulk, I guess. Do a subathon for it? A subathon for this? What? I mean, if I had a couple booster boxes, I'd say I've got enough cards for a subathon. Getting your hands on that much product without being a rip and ship person that has a distributor contact. I would love to do a subathon and just like maybe do a complete playthrough of a Nuzlocke or a Pokemon randomizer kind of thing, or an Archipelago or something like that. That would be really fun. It's just, I also have to be careful because I do have chronic fatigue syndrome, and there's a reason that my streams are usually no longer than 4 hours. Y'all have seen me try to do like an 11-hour stream and build 2 PCs in one stream. That was rough, and I took days to recover from that because of CFS and how it works. You can do, like, from the way it works for me anyway, I can do certain things like going on trips and being at a trade show all day or something like that. I'm looking at the wrong camera again. I've had this set up for a long time, by the way. I still do that. Oh, I cut my head shaving a little bit, I guess. Oh well. Ow. 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 Anyways, but I usually need a few days to a week to recover from that. I was sick. I was pretty sick a week ago. Took me a while to recover from that. But when I can just sit down, I can just get some caffeine, sit down. 4 hours of sitting and yapping is not too bad. Cool shirt. Thank you, Honor. Appreciate it. What's going on? Welcome. The Brave fans want more Brave streams. We are going to be adding a gaming stream. We are going to be adding a gaming stream. It's probably going to be Fridays. I'm thinking Fridays. If not, because then I take Saturday. to do other stuff, and then Sunday I stream again. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We are going to be adding a gaming stream. The other option is going back to what we had before, which was when I had Sunday gaming streams and then Tuesday, Thursday PC matchmaking. That might be what I do, just because there's like no PC matchmaking to do. Nobody needs help. Nobody's looking for help. Nobody's coming to me for help to find a PC. Because what? Huh? Okay. Someone's not following instructions. So here we see names, right? We see Julesy Cam, Z24 Panther, Yamaha Speedster. This person's name is... Wait, what happened to... Hold on. What happened to chat? Where are you guys at? What happened? Ah, that's what it is. It needed the permission for the browser to function. Where are you guys? What's going on? Hold on. Excuse me. There it is. It's working. Got it. That's what I had to do for my PC. Shouldn't have had to do that for this. I think 3 streams a week is plenty. I mean, maybe. Bray plays a TCG game for the GBC. I could, I guess. I've never seen it, so I don't know if I would like it. The thing is, if I don't enjoy it, it's not going to be enjoyable for you guys, you know? I used to play in the Toys R Us gym things when the TCG first came out. Nice. Bray needs some... okay. I'll talk to Ann about that. Yeah, dude, something special. That could be fun. I can see some kind of Nuzlocke where if you battle a Pokemon, you would first have to open it in a pack before you can catch it. Actually, so what you're describing right there is a very cool video from Purple Cliff. Where... Why is it doing this again? Hold on. Am I gonna have to do this for everything? Let me get to all the different views where that might be a problem. Oh, no, there it is, right there. Okay. Anyways, back to this. Well, a video from Purple Cliff where he was doing Pokemon Infinite Fusion, which is very cool. It's like Pokemon, it's a version, I think, of Pokemon Emerald, where you can fuse Pokemon together. And some of them are cursed, some of them are insane. It's really cool. But he would rip packs to see what Pokemon he could get, and then he would then pair those up and fuse them together. And that would be his team for the next gym. Very, very cool video. I highly recommend that one. I'll find the link for it here in a bit. Lol, like I said, because at some point we'll be busy with both channels. True. The main thing is we're not busy with the PC matchmaking forum. However, when I went to go look at that, this is what I was getting to. So we see all these names here, right? And this person has a very unique name who submitted the form this evening. Their name is, this PC costs $700. Originally, it's at $1,200. Is it a good deal for first PC AMD Ryzen 5500, 3.6 gigahertz Ryzen RX 6500 XT, 4 gigs desktop computer? Okay, that's not your name. Like it says, what is your Twitch/YouTube handle username? And then it's a short answer text. This is not a short answer or a name. Unless I'm being culturally insensitive here, and that is your name. And it's just one that I'm not familiar with. I'm very sorry. Natty the Panda coming in with a tier 1 sub. Let's go, nerds. We're not currently doing a subathon. But thank you. I want to do Pokemon Fusion so bad, but only fuse with 3-headed Pokemon variations. I don't know how to set those parameters. You just... Those are just the ones that you fuse. That you just... Hydreigon and Executor. There you go. You just fuse those. That would look insane, probably. So, who did this? If I may ask. They filled out the form. Wait, okay. So this was at 9:33. But they didn't say anything in chat. Guys, if you fill out the form, you do need to tell me that you're waiting for help. You fill out the form, you're on the list. You do need to let me know. I don't automatically know that. Just saying. Okay, well, if this person comes back, neato, we'll help them out. But they have to resubmit the form. I can't verify who this was because there's no name here. So I will say trying to do 1440p gaming on an RX 6500 XT is not going to go well. Even at 8 gigs of RAM, you might struggle with some 1440p gaming. Not all. There are, like, if you're playing Rocket League at 1440p, you're probably, well, maybe not, because it's going to be a lot of frames. Either way, that's very little VRAM for trying to do 1440p gaming. So whoever filled this out, you can come into chat now and say, oh, that was me. I won't know that. You could just be saying that to skip the line. There's so many people in line right now. That was a lie. I'm sorry. I wanted to sound cool. Anyway. Yeah, so AMD. That's not a system in... What? You just put the specs in there again. Wait, hold on. And, okay, no, same. Okay. They just copied and pasted. Don't just copy and paste a bunch of specs into the form. It literally tells you exactly how to fill it out. This, I even put a helpful photograph right here for you. It's not actually a photograph. It's a screenshot that I cropped. It's 2 of them, actually, to get YouTube and Twitch. But, yeah. Okay, let's, yeah, if they come back, neat. That's cool. Be happy to help them out. Let's figure out one of these to open. I feel like I'm just going to have that Team Rocket's Moltres UPC forever because I'm like so hesitant to open it up. 18 packs is really nice though, but only 2 of them. For a Team Rocket Ultra Premium collection, there are only 2 packs of Destined Rivals. Why didn't I remember that before I bought it? Why didn't that bother me at that time? Because it bothers me now. Oh well. I think we're gonna do both of these. They'll each be separate. I'm excited to open some Chilling Rain. I might have opened 1 or 2 packs at some point, maybe. But I've opened very little Sword and Shield. I've opened enough that I have a lot of those Pokemon, but that's because a lot of those Pokemon are in other sets too. Other than Cub Fu, anyway. Lampfell, man, you're so lucky. Why is that? Why do you say that? I mean, I am, because I get to hang out with you guys and do this, and this is fun. But, I mean, I just found these online for a decent price and ordered them, if that's what you mean. I, like, looked at... Basically, it's just all about research, right? The research that I had to do here was, okay... I'll even show you. It's quite easy. I mean, I do have help here, and that's awesome. Natty, thank you. But here, take a look at this. So this is our spreadsheet. And under K, we look for Cub Fu, right? Oh, man. There's Cub Fu, right? Now, we're not clicking on that. All this is go to tcgplayer.com and search Cub Fu. That's the wrong Pokemon. Here we go. It's Kartana. And that shows me there is only one Cub Fu card that they ever had in print. So I see the set right there, Chilling Reign. Okay. So we go to Chilling Reign. You can even click it right here. And then you can look through the different products. So when I did that, I tried to find basically the cheapest product that made the most sense, right? And a Chilling Reign, yeah. So if we go to booster boxes, you look at an ETB, and it's like, oh man, that's $130. And this didn't even come with I don't think this came with a promo card. It might have. Let me see. Yeah, this one did not come with a promo card. So I was mad about that. I was like, 8 packs, and it doesn't come with a promo card, and it's $130 plus $10 shipping. No, I'm not buying that, right? But then I saw these. And yes, $40 seems like a lot, right? But first off, I needed a Shadow Rider Calyrex, and I needed an Ice Rider Calyrex. These have those as promo cards. And there are 4 packs. Wait, this had 8 packs, and it's $140 with shipping. This would be 8 packs if I get both of these, and it's $80. It's just, just trying to make... But also, I need to get unique things to open. And the ETB at this point is not unique. I would like to eventually maybe open one of these just to have the box, but it's not worth $130, $140 to have a box. No. You're a PC guy, and the last guy I watched cannot script load a data set. I thought he couldn't, and then he couldn't. I can't script load a data set either. That's beyond the scope of my expertise. I can fix Windows problems. I can fix computers, hardware issues. I can diagnose and repair. I can set up a network. I can web at scale. Do you know how many facets there are to computer knowledge and tech knowledge in general? There's a ton of PC related things I have never done in the 25 years I've been messing with PCs, because there's so many unique things you can do. One thing I'm not an expert in home lab stuff. I know home lab creators that do home lab content, and then we'll chat about things, and I'll be like, that sounds awesome. I don't understand it. If you gave me a few days to do research and mess with it some, I would be a better conversationalist right now. So it makes me want to do that. But there's a lot of PC stuff that I'm like, and if you're talking about programming right now, database management, I didn't make this spreadsheet. Natty the Panda did. Let's play Slay the Spire 2. I've never played Slay the Spire, but it does look like fun. Unrelated, but have you seen Bamboo's new 3D printer, the X2D? Is that the one that you mentioned the other day when Jeff was in chat and talking about 3D printers? I do really want a 3D printer so that I can 3D print some of these on my own. And that way I don't have to bother Ameridan whenever I want something 3D printed. And stuff like, stuff like this and those things. I really want to do these Lightbox things. I want to be able to make because I know graphic design. Graphic design is something that I'm somewhat skilled at. Not that I'm good at it, but I have skill there. I have familiarity with it, and I've been doing it for a while. And I'd like to turn those graphic designs into illuminated things. So I need to talk to Dan and find out what printer he has and see if, like the one you're talking about, not just PC. Everyone can't know nuances about everything. That's true. ETBs are too hyped up, I think. Sometimes they're fun. Like, right, honestly, if you can get yourself the perfect order ETB for 60, 70 bucks, that's not too bad. But once it starts going up to 140 bucks, yeah, that's like the Ascended Heroes. I refuse to buy the ETBs. I got them when they were cheaper. They went up and up and up. And I also opened like 5 of those. Okay. But when I pre-ordered it, it was not 140 bucks or whatever. No ETB for a currently in print set should be that expensive ever. That is nearly 3 times MSRP. It just came out. Dual nozzle, very good price. I'll take a look at it. I mean, I need to do a lot more rearranging in here. Like, one of the things that maybe you guys don't hear much about when it comes to YouTubers and stuff that you might have been watching for a lot of years is all of the work, the physical work that goes into creating their set, creating their room, creating their setup, moving cameras and lights around and all of that, figuring out lighting, figuring out cameras and lenses and just all of those things. I need, but this room, it just, every time I clean it up, like I've been doing a bunch of cleaning, but then that table has things on it. I cleared that whole table off. You remember when it was just some ETBs stacked up right there? Just empty boxes? I had it fully cleared off. Now it's covered with stuff because I had the card show to go to and I was building this whole setup thing that I had. I had my tools out. I had the parts out. It's just, but I need to basically make a place for a 3D printer because 3D printing needs to be part of my workflow. I need to be able to make things like, for PC stuff, I could be making stuff to help me sort and, rip packs and do all that. And I intended to do all that, but then we moved and I put that 3D printer away for a bit and it has stayed there forever. But getting one that's like more convenient than the Ender 3 Pro would be great because that thing makes you got to do everything yourself. I would like a self-leveling bed. I'd like all those things. I know everything. Everyone should listen to me. I'm always correct. Yeah, citation needed on that one. It just came out. Oh, okay, cool. I fell behind on the chat. I'm sorry. Congratulations. I'm glad it's feeling comfortable. Okay, Natty. Lampfowl, we have, because I'm on YouTube as well, and chat is right here for Twitch. YouTube chat is not here. I did try to get that working, and the thing I got that was going to look great did not look great, but whatever. I will eventually have both chats on stream. But YouTube's auto moderation, their AI moderation is absolutely abysmal. Please don't destroy my channel for saying that, YouTube. It's constructive criticism. It has been deleting channels, like actually deleting channels for really inconsequential stuff. So I don't allow profanity to be on screen, and I don't cuss. I don't want to, it's just, I'm not risking it, I guess. So my auto mod on Twitch is pretty severe because of that. Lighting is not as simple as it seems. Yeah, I actually don't really like the lighting that much right now. It might look pretty good, but I usually like to be at like lower exposure or higher exposure with lower lighting. Because then I don't get migraines after streams. When your lights have to be really, really bright, some people are fine with that for many hours on end. I'm not. I usually have this big panel light that I have up here. I usually have it at like 10%. With this lens, I like the focal distance. It's really nice. This 28mm full frame is really nice. But it's kind of a higher aperture, so it doesn't let in as much light. So I have to have the lights brighter. All of these things are things that I must think about. That's how it goes. There was a post you're trying to submit, which I didn't. Oh, yeah, the comment there. It's okay. I think the new printer would be great for you since you can use the auxiliary nozzle for supports. That is cool. The thing is, What about something like this where it is 4 colors? How is that 2-nozzle printer like on something like that? I spent 2 months of salary on an aluminum CNC machine. It's worth, I promise. I would love to have an aluminum CNC machine. And God, what was the name of the company? I have the guy's card. It was at CES, and I spent some of the live stream there. And they had these at-home CNC machines and UV printing machines and all these cool things. This is why I wish I had moved into a 4-bedroom house instead of a 3, because I just have 1 room for work. If I had 2, I would have a room dedicated to storage and having printers set up. I would not do it in the garage because it is very, very humid in South Texas. Not good for 3D printing. They need a 4-nozzle. Got it. You need an AMS to go with a printer. Right. Or be okay with a lot of purge material. Cole Passmore says, how good will a i7 9700K and a 5060 Ti 16 gig VRAM work together? For what use case? What are you doing with it? I mean, if you're just gaming, sure. If it's at a higher resolution. If you're gaming at 1440p or 4K, that 9700K is fine. It wouldn't be bad to upgrade it, but I mean, you're not going to game at 4K with a 5060 Ti 16 gig though. I mean, if any 5060 Ti could do it, it would be the 16 gig one, but you're better off at 1440p with that GPU. If you're trying to game at 1080p with high frame rate, first person shooter, competitive games, right? A lot has happened in CPUs since the 9700K, and it'd probably be time to upgrade that. But it would mean an upgrade in RAM, motherboard, and CPU. Not a great time to do that. You might be better off, if it's working fine, then just run what you run. You can use it to print infill or purge it into an object you don't have about the color of. Yes. Got it. I have a cheap one, not for CAD starters, but right now you need to play around to get it. Interesting. Care about the color. Got it. I actually wonder, it's been a while since I've talked to them, but I wonder if I ever needed to, because I know they have like a glow forge and if they have things like that, but I wonder if I bugged Evan and Caitlin enough if they would print something for me if I needed it. I mean, cut something for me. They have a laser cutter. God, I haven't talked to them in forever. They're so nice though. They're so nice. And fun fact, they live in Texas. So yeah, I've gotten to hang out with them a few times and they're super, super cool. They made that cardboard laptop for LTT, and it was so funny. It was so good. Okay, 1 second, and we're gonna rip. I just got to decide Ice Rider or Shadow Rider first. Let me know what you Ice Rider or Shadow Rider first. Let me know what you think in chat, please. Doesn't Bamboo or some company do it well? Plastics? There are multiple different good brands of 3D printers at this point. I mean, it's a big industry, honestly, now. Okay, no votes. It's all up to me. All right. I mean, I could literally do a poll, but it's okay. I usually like to frame it like that. Let's see how well this fits with chat there. Kind of perfectly. Okay. I like Spectre mode, so save them for last. You're waiting for a poll? All right. Well, I was doing something else. Why are you doing that? I swear, you knock that off. Knock it off, chat. Stop messing with my camera. on where there might be, I don't know. It's just, it's so annoying knowing that I could be recording and I might be doing that. It's like, come on, man. Okay, Ice Rider first. God, that Crown Zenith box is so huge. The Crown Zenith box is so huge. Oh, I do need the other box so I can show it. I'll hide chat for that part. I'd be paranoid if I were you. I mean, I can only do so much. I check it. I have a monitor here just to show me the preview of the stream and recording. Like, it's just sometimes I'm doing something and I get wrapped up in what I'm doing, you know? Okay. You need like a buzzer that chat can activate to warn you. That'd be great. That would be good, but also they would use it for nefarious reasons. I know it. I know it. All right. Well, this part's going to be me talking anyway because I'm going to talk about Cub Fu. I guess I have it here, so I could just... Okay. I can just show it here. Huh? Lampfell, I'm afraid I don't get the reference. I'm also afraid of what that would mean if I did get the reference. Alucard questions cameras. Sometimes, yes. Well, has to be select people only. Yeah. With one that moves on its own, why would I not question or be concerned about it? I think I'm being followed, guys. I think I'm being followed. Okay. What if we do this view at first? What was that? Hold on. Why did it do that? Okay, it freaked out for a second, I guess. Whatever. Plot just raised the cameraman locked up in that room and he falls asleep sometimes and ruins the angle. Aziz, light! You get it. Okay. Oh yeah, I have this button here. Yay. Sorry, you'll be back. Don't worry. Why is it like that? Hold on. This line that's on the bottom. I don't... That's... Yeah, that's... Hold up. No, yeah, don't know where that's coming from. Okay, I got it. Yeah, it was in the overlay. It was like an extra one of that. Okay, cool. Here we go. We'll start it here. So I'll ask you this, Anwar. I'll ask you, what do you think about this versus the vertical? Because I think you get more of me in the vertical here, but this works too, and it's also higher quality camera. But whatever, we'll do this. We'll do this. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. What am I going to say? Great way to start a recording. I know. You know, sometimes I question my own rules that I set for myself for building my Pokédex. I'm doing something that I like to call the trainer method. I have only 3 ways that I can add cards to my Pokédex, add Pokemon to it. And that is by catching them myself, ripping packs, by trading, like at card shows with other collectors, that kind of thing, and with promo cards. Now, the reason those 3 make sense to me is because that's how you get Pokemon in the video games. You catch them, you trade them, and also Game Freak will do promo codes to give you Pokemon. So, and yes, I know there are some that you can buy. They are outliers, and we're not counting those. I cannot buy singles. I can't do anything like that. And this is where it becomes complicated. Let's talk about Cub Fu. Cub Fu only has 1 card that was, I have all this stuff here, but you know, you're going to zoom in on that. Anyways, 1 card that was ever made. 1 card in 1 set. That is it. And this is in Sword and Shield Chilling Reign. So if we click here, we go here to look at this set. So maybe I can rip it for myself, because here's the problem. This is not a valuable card. It is worth 15 cents. That means that it's not going to be at card shows. No vendors are going to have it there. That is a problem, because then I can't trade for it. It's not a promo card. There's no promo for Cub Fu. This is it. So it means I have to rip for it. So if I want to do that, I have to get Chilling Reign. Now, if we shop for, let's say, we're not doing individual packs, because those packs are, it's $50 for 5. That's not the worst I've seen. It's like $8 per pack, but that could get pretty bad pretty quickly. No, we look for something like an ETB or something. Whoa, they are like $150. That's Pokemon Center. They're like $120, and they don't even have a promo card in them, and they only have 8 packs. Not 9 like we're used to, 9 packs plus a promo. So I noticed these, though, right here. The Ice Rider Calyrex V and Shadow Rider Calyrex V boxes. These each have 4 packs in them, plus Ice Rider Calyrex V and Shadow Rider Calyrex V promo cards in them. I don't have either of those Pokemon in my Pokedex, and promos count. So I ordered 1 of each, and it's still way less than the ETB. So with all that in mind, here we go. Ice Rider Calyrex V box and Shadow Rider Calyrex V box. In this one, we're going to be opening the Ice Rider box. I trust that you can edit a lot of that out, but still, I don't know. Yeah, chat's not on screen anymore. Sorry. If you know I'm recording for a video, though, don't ruin it for everybody. Okay. What am I doing? Should I have this? That's good. That's good right there. Here we go. Ice Rider Calyrex V box. Let's open this thing up. It has the Ice Rider Calyrex V promo card, a giant version of that, and 4 packs of Chilling Reign. Now, if you saw my video on trying to pull the Bonsly from Obsidian Flames, you know I am much less confident than I was initially that I would get the common card that I'm hunting for when I open these older packs, because it didn't exactly work out like that. But it did work out. Watch that video and the one right after it. What a crazy situation that was. You can't make this stuff up. So let's open this thing up. We have this little plastic piece in here holding our promo card in. This is a lot of like wasted plastic, but I really like this kind of setup because the cards come out usually in really good condition. Let's take a look at this Ice Rider Calyrex V right here. And it looks really nice. That's going to be awesome in the Pokédex, especially because there's going to be a similarly nice Shadow Rider Calyrex V right next to it. We love matching cards. Well, they're not like linked up artwork or anything, unless it is, maybe? I don't think so. But there it is. That's our promo, and that is going in the Pokédex. So that's a new Pokemon catch already. The jumbo cards, I'm sure there's people who collect these. I don't know any of them. I don't know anyone who collects these, but they are pretty cool. I mean, you really get to see the detail that's in the smaller card that we're adding into the Pokédex. That's pretty cool. And of course, our 4 packs. And our code card for TCG Live. There we go. All right, Sword and Shield, Darkness Ablaze. Wait, no, I thought it was all Chilling Reign. I have only 2 packs of Chilling Reign in each box. Oh, that's rough. Okay, I thought it was 4 packs of Chilling Reign, and I might have a bad time here. Or you might see a couple more videos of me opening these if we don't get Cub Fu. But listen, I need you to understand that though you might not expect someone to get excited about a common card, if we pull that Cub Fu, I'm going to lose my mind, especially because now the odds are even more against us here. But good luck, me. Let's hope I can pull it. I don't want to order any more of these. I don't need the promos anymore. No one's going to want them from a trade binder kind of thing. But yeah, there we go. Well, I guess we'll do the other 2 packs first. Rebel Clash, then Darkness Ablaze, then Chilling Reign. Lampfowl, I need you to be honest with me. Are you a bot? It's okay if you're a bot, but you are supposed to have the little symbol next to your name if you're a bot. But that's a role for my channel. I might be able to give you that role. Just let me know if you're a bot, and that would be great so that I can give you the bot role. Okay, got it. Cool. Okay, Rebel Clash. I have no idea what's in this set. I only know it's 4 cards to the front for the pack trick because Sword and Shield. And no, we can't get Cub Fu from this. Oh, that's right. They're also facing the other way. Got it. Wait, I think I have to keep them in order. 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's right. That's how we do it. Just double check my focus real quick. Perfect. All right. Let's get going. Electrode. Xatu. I think I have Xatu, yeah. Lombre. Ah, Impidimp. I did get a peek of this, but I'm always happy to get an Impidimp card. And we got a Yukamori Bunnelby. Oh, that's super cute. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's good. All right. Set that aside too. Phantump. Dreepy. Farfetch'd. Galarian Farfetch'd. Reverse Hollow Greedent. Dubwool V. Interesting. That's good. That is an upgrade for Dubwool. We'll take it. We'll take the dub. I'm very sorry, but that's what I did say out loud. All right, nice. Let's not exclude our promo card here. You know, it is a new Pokemon for the Pokédex, and yeah, Darkness Ablaze. I wonder what it means that I haven't heard much of this set. Does it mean I'm just not in the know, or is it just not that great of a set? Okay. I promise I'm not that terrible at ripping packs. Okay, maybe I am. Nerdy Naughty, what's up? And thank you. Okay, I do have to pull it this way. There we go. Oh, it is 3, 4. All right. Darkness Ablaze, starting with Dark Energy. Nice. I like that. I like this. Is anybody else reminded of like Final Fantasy VII with this? Like the title screen? Final Fantasy VII? Okay. All right. Pupitar. I like the artwork for that. And also I like pulling more than one card, I guess. Combuskin. Struggle Gloves. Who would wear those? Toxel. Bunnelby. That is so dope. Look at the artwork for this Bunnelby. Can we get a full art of this for this set that hasn't been in print for a long time? Okay. That is really nice artwork. Beautiful. Okay. Wimpod. I think I have Wimpod. I do believe I do have Wimpod. Yes, I do have Wimpod. Yes. Okay. Cub Chew. I have Cub Chew. Okay. I'm going to be checking that as I go for these. Don't worry. That stuff it's not going to be in the final thing. Skarmory. Beartic Reverse. That's a beautiful foil on that. And Dracozolt. That has to be a new Pokemon right there. It is number 880. Dracozolt. Yep. Yes, that is a new catch for the Pokedex. Nice. See, to me, I'd rather have that than a holo or something of a Pokemon I've already got. So this is awesome to get. That is cool. So that's a new Pokemon right there. Sweet. Now we finally get to Chilling Reign. Can we pull the 15-cent common Cubfu out of the first 2 packs? Out of the total 4 that I got. I thought I was going to have 8. I was so wrong. So wrong about that. Thanks, past me. Wow, it doesn't even say you're welcome. I don't like that it shows you the cards when you open the cards. I'm about to, if I get it, I'm about to yell and scream about a 15-cent card, and y'all cannot judge me for that. I place arbitrary rules on myself, and those are the ones I'm following, and that would make me get excited about a card that is so hard to pull, apparently, maybe. Whirlipede. Why can't I hold these? Thwacky. Peony. Mareep. Ralts. Cast Form. I feel like I've pulled a Cast Form recently, and maybe I haven't counted it yet. No, I have a Cast Form. Yeah, I have a Cast Form already. Okay. Snover. Single Strike. Galarian Yamask. Karen's Conviction. And Galarian Weezing. That's right. On this, you're not guaranteed a holo at the end. In fact, there's one, we got one right now. I mean, with modern Pokemon, you're used to getting 2 reverse holos and a holo or a rare or whatever. With this, it is not guaranteed. So, yay. All right, last pack from this box. Have I made a grievous error? Should I just have bought the ETB and stopped complaining about that price if I really want to pull this? No. I will not stop complaining about prices because it makes me have to hunt and be savvy and do research before I buy anything, because I can't just spend money willy-nilly. I got to be choosy. Okay, come on. Come on. Let's get it now so the next box can be just fun. Crabominable. Spiral Energy. Honey. That doesn't look like honey. That looks like a person. Anyways. Bound Sweet. Lapras. Come on. Blitzel. Aaron. Deerling. Lapras Reverse. And a sick-looking Tauros holo. Well, we didn't get it in this box, but we still got the Shadow Rider Calyrex V box to open. And 2 packs of Chilling Reign in there. Don't listen to me, I guess, when it comes to... I thought it was 4 packs of whatever. Okay. Just see you in the next one. We'll see if we get it. All right. We are just going to go right into it. So it's 1 file. I guess I'll just leave these out. All right. In the last video, I shared my difficulties with trying to get a Cub Fu, which is just a common card, but it was only ever in one set, Chilling Reign. And I thought these Ice Rider and Shadow Rider Calyrex V boxes had 4 packs of Chilling Reign in them. I was wrong. It's apparently only 2. And we did not, out of that first box, we did not get Cub Fu. So we have a couple packs in here that are not Chilling Reign, and then 2 packs of Chilling Reign to try and get that. These do come with Ice Rider Calyrex V and Shadow Rider Calyrex V full art promo cards. And I didn't have these Pokemon before, so that's cool. We got another new Pokemon from that and a Double V, which is an upgrade for my Double. So that's cool and all, but I need that Cub Fu because I'm never going to find it at a card show. Unless some vendor sees this and says, I have 11 of those. I'll bring one to the next thing. But let's open up this. I guess I should probably get in focus here. So let's open up the second box that I got. Shadow Rider Calyrex V box. 4 packs. It's still cheaper than the ETB, but the ETB would have been 8 packs of Chilling Reign. That is not what I got. I thought I was so smart on that one. And, well, I would show you this, but I can just show you the jumbo card here in a second, and you'll get a better idea of what it looks like. I do love Shadow Rider Calyrex. It is so sick. It's so cool. Calyrex itself is weird. There we go. So we're getting 2 packs of Chilling Reign, and then 1 pack of Darkness Ablaze and 1 pack of Rebel Clash. Not what I was hoping for, but I should have done my research, even more research anyway, than the research I did. Anyway, here is a better look at the jumbo promo card. So you can, it's the same as the Calyrex V that we got. That is one use case for these jumbo cards. There you go. I don't think they have penny sleeves for these, do they? How do people collect those? I think I saw a binder for that where it holds, but it's a little binder that holds like 6 of them. It's weird. Anyways, let's get down to business. Okay, starting it off with Rebel Clash. Let's go. Let's see what we get. Now, I did not include how many were caught and upgraded in that last video, but I did mention it. But we'll have that at the end of this one. So if you're curious, how many Pokemon did I catch with the Pokedex and how many cards got upgraded, stay tuned to the end of this one because I'll be saying it there. All right, it is 4 to the front for Sword and Shield. There we go. Unless I'm wrong. What? Huh? Where's the energy card? I might have messed it up. Okay. Shovel, Masquerain, Doublade, Natu. I got Zatu in the last one. Trubbish. Am I in good focus here? Okay, it wasn't perfect. Pidovi. That's probably what it is. Burb is what it is, actually. That's how you pronounce that. If you're wondering, it's Burb. Yeah, I have this. Okay. Helioptile, Voltorb, Shinx Reverse, and Alcremie. And there's our energy. I did do the pack trick wrong somehow. Okay. Now, Darkness Ablaze. Okay, just open. Thank you. It's like that one corner was like, no, I won't let you open this pack. No. All right, I'm going to do this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Thank you. Okay. Soul Rock. Powerful Energy. Hadn't seen that one before. Cape of Toughness. That's okay. Enough. Give me more Pokemon I haven't pulled yet. Snubble, Mareep, Panseer, Dino, Qfant, Muck Reverse, Copperaja. Got Qfant to Copperaja. That's cool. Pretty cool hollow pattern on there. All right. Now, finally, the ones we're here for. Chilling Rain with Galarian Moltres and Galarian Zapdos on there. I did like the Galarian Legendary Birds. Articuno in particular, because black and purple looks really cool. Come on. Just give this to me. I don't want to order anymore, please. Please. Give me Cubfu. It's a common. It's fine. You can give me that. All right. Crushing Gloves. Corellia. Justified Gloves. Stop giving me items. Give me Cubfu. Swirlix. Lapras. Deerling. Slowpoke. Coughing. Score Bunny Reverse. I like Score Bunny. So that's nice. Runerigus. That's a pretty cool Runerigus. Hollow. Pretty dope. It ain't Cubfu though. Come on. This is my last pack of this. I don't want to buy any more Chilling Rain. Please give this to me. Because otherwise, all I've really got from this is Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Come on. Come on. We got this. Give me Cubfu. Okay, if no one else is going to do it, Lampfell, I'll go ahead and do that for you, but I have to do it with a timeout because I don't have time to. There we go. We'll see you back in 10 minutes. That should remove them. There we go. Look at that. All right. Did I already do the pack trick? 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope I didn't. I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go right to the back. There we go. Okay. Nice. That's great. Clearly, I'm showcasing how important this one is to me. Reboot. Scroll of the Sky. Stop giving me items. Corellia. Come on. Come on. Cast form, snowy form. Ghastly. Yes, we got it. Let's go! We got the little baby bear martial artist guy. We did it, chat. There we go. Oh, man. Yes. There you are, you little jerk. What are you hiding for? It was the last pack and one of the last commons. I'm not even kidding because it's like Hatena, Sobble, then there's our reverse, and there's Doug Trio. Yeah, we literally got nothing else other than the promo from that box, and I could not be happier about that. This is all I wanted right here. Oh, this is why I'm telling you guys, if you're going to be doing your own Pokédex, you don't need to follow the same arbitrary rules I'm setting for myself, because otherwise you end up in situations like this where you're like, spending more than you should just to try to get a common card because you can't buy the 15-cent card. And yeah, it is for sale. You can just order it. It's like $5 shipping or something, but still, you can just order it. So don't if you don't want that, don't follow the trainer method to build your Pokédex. Just do it however you want. Go look through bulk, go to card shows and just buy singles for the ones that are harder to find. Do whatever you got to do. Because this was stressful. But I will say, the victory feels pretty good. All right. Got a lot more cool stuff to open up, so don't miss the next one. Get subscribed or hit follow. See you then. Got you. Yes. What do you mean stop recording? It was recording. What is this doing? Why isn't the button working? Okay, I got to check the video now. Hold on a second. This better have gotten that. Yeah, it looks like it did. I double tapped the button. Okay. Yeah, 1027 to 1052. Got it. Okay, good. Oh my God. I can't believe we got it, guys. I cannot believe that worked out. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting away with something every time I miraculously pull the card at the end. Of course there was an ad that jumped in right when that happened. Of course there was an ad. Twitch, how do you know? That is a nasty penny sleeve. Why is that there? I do genuinely like these promo cards. They're quite beautiful. They're really, really cool. Of course, you got Calyrex's big old head in it, but whatever. So yeah, that's Agatha, get out of the way. So that is a total of 4 new Pokemon for the Pokédex, plus a double upgrade. I don't think I got upgrades on anything else because there's like, I'm used to getting more reverse holos and stuff. I'm not used to these sets that are like becoming, like they're not vintage, obviously, but these sets from a few years ago. Like it or not, the Pokemon Company is a lot more generous now with special cards. Like even, I'm talking about like even like reverse holos and stuff. But that's how you get things like a bunch of, like you get reverse holo Yukamoris and all these kinds of things. And a lot of reverse holo trainer cards. Very cool. Yeah. Some kind of sorcery. Yeah, that Jeff Bezos sorcery. Sleeve these. Well, don't. It's going to be like the 9th Impidimp card that I give Ari, but we enjoy that. It's fun. I did like the reverse holos from this, like the way they did like the little sort of panels on it or something. It's a little hard to tell in this camera. Top down would be better, but it is pretty cool. I mean, it's not hollow, it's foil, but it's nice the way they did it. It looks nice. Cool to get a full art double. What do I have for double right now? For double, I have where are you? Just a holo rare. So yeah, solid upgrade. Wait, I only have 1 spot for Calyrex. There, hold on. There's no Ice Rider Calyrex thing. And there's no Shadow. I got to pick one. So it's going to be Shadow Rider. Because purple. Well, that's dumb. Man, I am slacking when it comes to my research right now. Like that would have just been like how many spots is this gonna, like, it's not 4 new Pokemon. It is 3. Just 2 versions of it. We got Cub Fu though. I do not care. We got Cub Fu. That is enough for me. That one was like looming over. It was just like, it was scary to think about. I was like, how am I going to get this thing? And then I found those $40 boxes and I was like, you know, to open older packs, that's not too bad. To get nice full art promos, all that, it's not too bad. And we opened packs from 3 different sets that time. That was cool. And also having our odds cut in half like that, or would it be odds or double? I don't know, whatever. No, double odds is better. Whatever. That made the tension even higher, if you ask me. Rodriguez has got to be new, right? I don't think so. Yeah, I've got a rare. It's just a regular rare. So this is an upgrade because it's a holo rare. So we got an upgrade there. Not bad. I guess I should separate those. Hold on. That's what I usually do. Okay. Can someone explain to me why lately more people have been like, not that there's a lot of people filling out the form, obviously, but more often now we see entries that get filled out and then the person never says a word and leaves. It says right in the beginning of the form, you have to be here for me to help you. You must be here for me to help you. But if you never say anything in chat, how am I going to help you? It's a conversation that we got to have. I don't get it. Astro5090, what's up? Welcome. So one thing I did want to mention is I haven't been playing Champions since because I'm trying to decide whether I want to have my whole like adventure through Pokemon Champions on stream, right? But I don't stream often enough to make like any progress if I do it that way. So Pokemon Champions is really cool because it's making VGC, competitive Pokemon, a lot more accessible. I have a ton of Pokemon from previous games that I can bring into it as well, which is really cool. But I'm not good at it. Of course, I just got started. You're not supposed to be good at something when you first start doing it. You got to be bad first before you can be good at something. I don't know if it's going to make for good content or if I should try to do a lot of the other gaming stuff that I want to do. But I would really like to have that journey and sort of share that journey with you guys. So I don't know what to do. Any big hits tonight? Yes. This one right here. What? It's a big hit. Okay. There you go. Nice. A big Pokédex hit. 100%. I knew I didn't have to say anything. But yeah, I had only 4 packs of Chilling Reign and I got it. So yeah. And it was one of the last, it was in the last pack and it was one of the last commons. So I was like, please, please, I don't want to buy any more Chilling Reign. But yeah, we got it. So. And also it came with these promos, which are gorgeous for the Pokédex, but I can only pick one because there's only one entry for Calyrex. So it's going to be this one because it looks better, I think. And I also pulled a full art double V, which is a big upgrade for double. So that's good. That's a dub, as I said in the thing. Okay. Wait, why did that happen? Well, where did you come from? Undo what I just did. Again, how nice is this Bunnelby art, though? Who's the artist on that? It's Mokazu Kamiya. So Mokazu Kamiya. I'll try to remember that name. Pretty awesome. I like that style. Okay, there we go. So I separate those. Greedent, you go in there, and y'all shiny cardboard cards, you go here. There we go. Face them together so I can separate them easily. I guess I should go ahead and sleeve this up because it is a new catch for the Pokédex. So it is going to go in there in a sleeve anyway. There we go. It'll help me distinguish the ones that need to go in the Pokédex. And there we have it. The Will, what's going on? What up, man? What's the deal with Pokemon being so famous lately? Lately? Well, I mean, the fact that they released 2 games in the last month and a half or so, or month or so, that's a pretty big deal. Also, new sets for the Pokemon TCG. The thing about it is, Pokemon is the most, like, the most profitable intellectual property in the world, the most profitable franchise in the world. It's the most, like, sort of internationally ubiquitous property. Makes way more revenue than Disney and way more revenue than Mario and all that, whatever. They don't even come close. Pokemon is, I mean, it's been a huge deal. It's just, it's coming. I think it's just that it's like showing up for you more. So you might be feeling like it's a newer thing, but no, Pokemon has been massive. The TCG did blow up a lot during COVID. That was a big part of it, but and I've liked it for a long time. It's just I never really saw an opportunity to make content around it, so I didn't. But now that PC stuff is kind of dead in the water, might as well. Nintendo Switch making more Nintendo games popular. Game Freak's in there. TCG and collecting started getting more popular as well. TCGs in general are getting more popular, which adds to that too. Yep. I mean, if you ever want to see how big of a deal Pokemon is, just go look at like B-roll of Pokemon Worlds, the World Championships. Thousands and thousands of people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people show up because they make it a convention and TCG and video game championship all rolled into one. Absolutely insane. And this year it's going to be in San Francisco. I wonder how Emmett would feel about that. I don't know if I've told him about it yet. I know I haven't told him about it yet. I need to let him know, because I'm not going to go and like compete, but I do want to go to Worlds just to go. It's like a convention as well. Like there's going to be vendors there, the Pokemon companies there, all that. There's going to be creators there. I want to watch the VGC stuff, the TCG stuff. I want to watch they even have Pokemon Go tournaments. And those are a big deal too. It's massive, which is very cool. There's a lot of amazing content around it, shorts, and I mean, they make animated shorts. When I say that, I don't mean like vertical shorts for your Instagram Reels or TikTok. I mean like short films and things like that. They make all kinds of different things. It's really cool. The anime, of course, has been running forever. So yeah. Yeah, I've been playing the games for a long time. There's a lot. One thing that is really big around Pokemon is playing the retro games in different ways. There are like ROM hacks. There are methods of playing the vanilla games like Nuzlocke. You've probably heard that term here and there. Those are really, really cool and very challenging. And I want to dive into that. There's multi-worlds, archipelagos, all kinds of things. And some of the ROM hacks are absolutely amazing because you have pixel artists making like there's one called Pokemon Infinite Fusion, and they had hundreds and hundreds of custom sprites made for it because you fuse Pokemon together and it comes they're that combined Pokemon, and there had to be artwork for that. So actual artists made these and were properly credited, all that stuff. It's just a really cool ROM hack, and I really want to play that one. But I don't know. I also feel like I need to play the retro games just vanilla first, because a lot of them I didn't get to play because I had, like I was saying earlier, I had a Game Boy and then I skipped all of that until the Switch. No Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, a DS, 3DS, 2DS, DS Lite, any of that stuff. I had none of those. So, yeah. Question, I saw something about 5800X 3D anniversary relaunch. What do you think, or if when, worth waiting for? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that from my AMD contacts, so I couldn't tell you. Anniversary of a CPU is wild. It was momentous for AMD for sure, and it shook the industry. But I don't know about that. I don't know anything about it. I hadn't heard anything about it. What's up, John Paul Bacon? Welcome. How's it going? Okay. So check the form. I would like it if the person who filled this out at 9:33 p.m. tonight would come out and come forth and say something. That would be cool. I would like that a lot. Because they filled out the form and I guess they just left. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Because it's like you see all the ones that are still in white are people who did that basically. Or I think there was one, it might have been Grandma's Boy, maybe. I don't know. There was one where I was like, if you're not in a rush to get it, you're going to want to wait for, I think one of them was for the new chip. The new 9950X 3D, 9950X 3D V2. It was going to be one of these that had more going on. It might have been Atrix here. Or it might have been Have a Game Series. Just one of these that has a lot of... Yeah, no, I think it was one of these two that had content creation included. Yeah. It was one of those, probably. But the other ones are just people who filled it out and then just like never returned. I guess thanks for the anonymous data, because the charts do use it, but okay. No problem, Astral. You're good. Anyway, let's, I guess we'll open something else. Oh, I have those two big boxes, and I don't know if I want to mess with either one. I guess I'll probably do the Lucario Ascended Heroes thing. Or we can do this real quick. Why not? Let's do this. Let's open this thing up. It's an interesting piece. Those cards are dope. Like, they're not worth anything money-wise, but in terms of how it's going to look in the Zeraora spot in Pokedex, very nice. Very nice. Zeraora is an interesting legendary. Shorter than I expected. In Legends ZA, anyway. I don't know. It feels like it's got, like, tall person energy or tall Pokemon energy. It is not. It's, like, up to your character's shoulder in Legends ZA. And your character is not especially tall. So, it's interesting. It's cool. We stand a short king. You might have heard me talk about League Battle decks before. I actually opened one in a video just to kind of go over what's in there, show you that there's no luck or pack ripping in those. You know exactly what cards you're going to get. And it's a pre-built deck. It's all done. It's ready to go. And there was at least one Pokemon in there that I didn't have for the Pokedex. So I was like, cool, that's Lumineon. Nice. And it's a Lumineon V. So it's a nice card for that Pokemon. If you're trying to do it for your Pokedex, you can look at the list in a League Battle deck and see if there's anything you need there. There's a lot of energy cards, trainer cards, so they're not always the best for that. But, of course, there is a Japanese analog for that for the English League Battle decks, and this one is a high-class version of that from the sort of V-Star era, V-Max, V-Star era. So this one is a Zeraora, high-class deck featuring Zeraora, V-Star and V-Max. And we're just going to open it up and see what it looks like. I'm wondering if, like the high-class boxes, if it has more cards with, you know, foil and sparkly stuff on them. And we're going to find out. But this Zeraora VMAX is really cool, and it is going to be making its way into the Pokédex. What can I say? I did have my reasons for getting this. It wasn't that expensive. So I figured, let's open it in the video, see what we got in here. Should be a 60-card deck in here that at the time would have been tournament legal. It's a great, these can be a really great way to get into the game. And in the English ones, it'll even tell you, hey, this deck is for mid-level play or high-level play or entry-level play. So, okay, there we go. Of course, I did it upside down because that's what I do. Let's get a closer look at this. So, of course, we immediately see our two promo cards. They are very cool. You get the VMAX and V-Star, and there should be right behind there hiding a Zeraora V. So there's some weight to this because that's where the rest of the deck is hiding, plus a coin for doing coin things. You have a few other things here, damage counters, but in the basically like mini pogs, essentially. You're gonna have a poison and burn marker, a V-Star marker as well, which is part of that gameplay in that era. And I guess just a guide right here on how to use the deck, how to play the game. So we'll set that aside, and we will take a look at our promos and what other cards came with this and what coin we got. And wouldn't you know it, it is it's a Zeraora coin, which I'm not really getting in the best light here. There we go. Zeraora coin. That or it's Sonic with all the Chaos Emeralds or something supersonic right there. But hey, and there is our Zeraora V-Star, another one. So we get a couple of those. There might be more than two. We'll find out soon. And of course, our Zeraora V-Max. And if you're thinking, oh, that card's got to be worth something, it don't gotta. It isn't. And that's okay. Because the value in this card is that it's a rad card that's going to be in the spot on the Pokedex that is meant for Zeraora. And I am more than fine with that. But let's see what other cards we get. This has a thing to tear it, and I can find it. It's there. Okay. We'll get there. There we go. Great packaging. This is our other V-Star one, and here we go. Let's take a look at what we get with this. Okay, there's another V-Star there. And another V-Max. Nice. So we have 2 of these. That's cool. All right. There's the V. That is, yeah, that's powering up right there. That is Super Saiyan Zero Aura right there. So there's 4 of those. Oh, another Luminion V. Nice. Now I don't have to pull the one out of my Gardevoir deck. And that can take its place in the Pokedex. I guess Luminion V was a pretty popular card for decks back then. And yeah, this being a high-class deck, you're going to get a lot of reverse holos and stuff, it looks like. Oh, it all is. That's pretty dope. So you're going to get, when you see this, you're going to get a lot of duplicates because that's how you build a deck. You want a better chance at pulling specific cards. So yeah, there you go. All right. All right, Thundurus. Wait a second. Hold on. $871. Yeah, Pincurchin. I didn't have a Pincurchin before. That is a new catch for the Pokédex, and it's a reverse holo. That's nice. Awesome. Okay. A bunch of Ultra Balls. Reverse and yeah, Switch reverse, I think. Timer Ball reverse. This is why it's called a high class deck. Yeah, a lot of foil in this thing. So a bunch of trainer cards. And this is giving, if you've never built a deck before, this is kind of giving you an idea of how many of certain cards you might need. Yeah, but if you want, you can watch the Gardevoir one that I did for that. That one was in English, if it helps. Got Cynthia there. Okay. Oh, no way. This actually is sick. Hold on. Yes, you called it, Shanala. All foil energies? Okay, I kind of love this now. And they're dope, too. There's no text that you have to worry about, but they're basic energies. They're all lightning, of course, but there's probably other types of high-class decks. Now I want to get these. That is so sick. Okay. This is actually kind of sick now. I love getting holo or foil energy because when you're playing the game, you're going to use a lot of energy cards, and they might as well look really dope. That's just, I like that. Okay. I mean, look at this. This is like, they kind of got it good over there. Why don't we get these here in English? What is the deal? Like, there's so much. There's so many like opportunities here to make like really, really cool looking decks right out of the box. Like, why not do that? I don't know. Pokemon Company, if you're watching this, first off, just give me stacks of holo energies, okay? Can you just do that? Getting one out of a stack of 11 packs of Ascended Heroes, that ain't doing it for me. It takes too long to build it up for a, yeah. If you sell just stacks of these, I would buy them. And I think people would buy them. Anyways, yeah, there you go. That's a full, well, at the time, again, tournament legal 60 card deck. You get the V-Star, V-Max, all of that, and everything you need to play the game. And you will now find, like, there's there's League Battle decks out there right now. Now, if you want something where you do have to rip packs, but you do get a starter deck, that's the build and battle boxes. And you can get right now perfect order build and battle boxes for like $35, $35. And it comes with 4 packs in it, plus a 40 card starter deck that you can build up to 60. So that's probably what I recommend right now if you want some of that luck element to be involved. When I did mine the first time at the pre-release for Perfect Order, I did get a full art card in there. It was really cool. 2 of them, actually. It was really cool. But yeah, that's a League battle deck is already done and ready to go for League play. So there you go. I hope this was fun for you guys. I certainly had a good time with it. But yeah, see you in the next one. Yo, we got a new Pokemon for the Pokedex. That I was not expecting. I mean, it's not like I could read the list of cards that were in there. Surely you're able to use Japanese basic energy in the English TCG, right? Yeah, I can't imagine that's a problem. Yeah. It doesn't even say anything other than basic energy on it. Like, that's what that text is right there. That's it. There's no effects. There's nothing. Like, I can't use the special energies like, what, wasn't there one in here? No, that was in the older set, the power energy or whatever. Like these you can't use. You can't use like these trainer cards because they have instructions on them on how the cards play. I mean, maybe the Switch and the Ultra Ball, because those are very well-known cards, like they're known quantities. I don't know. I'm surprised I got 2 of the VMAXs. That's cool, but it makes sense for the deck. You do need to be able to pull those, and I'm guessing the maximum, is 2 in a given deck. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one in the top loader as well. I don't know who wants this. Like, if I'm out there doing trades, but someone might be a big fan of Zeraora, so I'm gonna try to have all of them, like one of each, with me in case someone who's doing a collection of them. Why not, right? That'd be kind of fun. I gotta say, the Zeraora V goes kind of hard. Like, look at that. It's kind of dope. That's actually really dope. The eyes and the horn, like, lighting up like that. Not horn, the hair thing. The hair spike thing. It's not a horn. Is it? No, it's not. It's weird. It's shiny, though. Like, look right here. You can see, like, there's, like, some shine drawn onto it. What is that? Zeraora, you need to explain yourself right now. No, but this thing, this is, like, the most metal of all of them. Man. Who else here's Thunderstruck? The intro to Thunderstruck in the back of their head right now. Yeah. It is an upgrade for your Zeraora 2, though. Your only other Zeraora was a holo rare. Yep, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, I want the Zeraora for my Pokedex. I'm going to put the... I do still prefer the VMAX. Just because of all the color it brings and the texture. It's... I really do... I'm just saying, good job... Illustrator and Design Incorporated. Really? Okay, cool. That's who illustrated that. I don't know who that is. Bray and what? What did wait? And what? What do you mean? Was I gonna say? Was I in the middle of saying something and I lost my train of thought? Probably. Well, I don't remember even what I was saying. Don't call me Shirley. Come on. Okay. Okay. nice. Those really are cool. Oh yeah, Luminion. You're going in the Pokedex too. I'm gonna see. I think I did take out that Luminion from my Pokedex, even though it's registered in the spreadsheet. So, but this is the exact, pretty much the exact same card, so it can just go right in and replace it. You know, even on an airplane, they won't time someone out. You literally said, mods, please delete my message. The only method I have of doing that in a hurry is to time you out. You're welcome. I did what you asked. I'm an accommodating individual. That's what I am. The V-Star is pretty sick too. It is. Delete is timeout. Timing you out deletes all your previous messages. Yeah. Cleared it right off the screen for you. You asked me to do it. I was just doing what you asked me to do. I don't think we can just go in and delete individual messages once they have gone into chat. There you go. There's your hydrate. Wolf, there you go. Chat, I want to tell you how proud I am of you right now. I'm very proud of you right now. Not a single V card joke. Fantastic work. Well done. Man, just like having a whole deck where they're all in that sort of matching style is super baller. Like that's really cool. And yeah, these are going into my, I mean, I'll ask at the local place where there's like league play and stuff. I'll ask if these are allowed, but I can't imagine they're not. It's just, I don't have a lightning energy deck. The copyright information on the bottom is even in English. So sorry about that. See? See? There you go. Pokemon / Nintendo / Creatures / Game Freak 2022. That'll do. Yeah, these, I'm really happy about that. Okay, I need to see if there's more, like one for every energy type. I will buy them. Having all matching hollow energy is just bananas. That's bananas. Kind of want to sleeve all of these. Keep them looking perfect. I just like take my Gardevoir deck and take out all the psychic energy and just put all lightning energy in there. The deck doesn't work anymore, but I'm like, yeah, but it all matches though. All right, what are y'all up to? What's going on out there in the world? What are you doing? I might go grab something here in a second that I kind of want to talk about a little bit. That took months to arrive. I got on the pre-orders for it, and like shipping was like an entire month of that wait. Acting like a total brat at myself right now because I'm tired, but I don't want to go to sleep right now. I don't know why it took me so long to realize this, Natty. But it wasn't until I was an adult that I realized that not everyone out there had a natural tendency to just stay awake until they literally couldn't anymore and they pass out. Because that's like, well, I mean, I guess that is a kind of an insomnia thing. Insomnia, you just literally cannot, you have major issues falling asleep at all. But for me, as someone with chronic fatigue syndrome who is also a night owl, it's a horrible combination. But I'm most productive and alert at night. And I can't just be like, I'm a little tired, I'm gonna lay down until I'm unconscious. How do you do that? Chill in bed as usual on Thursday. Nice. That's literally what I do. It's not healthy. I wish I had unlearned that a long time ago. But I didn't even know it was not a thing for everybody else around me. Check out some my new Osmo 360. Oh, you did you mention that earlier? Because I think I don't know if I was getting into recording a video or something like that, or I just overlooked it. I apologize. How is a 360? I watched reviews on it when I was trying to choose between the Action 6 and the 360. I chose the Action 6 because of the Open Gate 6K. But that camera, man, it overheats. I need to figure something out for that. If you record for a long time in Open Gate, it overheats. You do 4K standard and it doesn't overheat. I'm the same way. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. It really, the world does not operate around that kind of, those kind of sleep habits. It doesn't. Everything about how you have to pretend to sleep before you actually go to sleep. Yeah, fake it till you make it, right? Like, I didn't learn until way later on that that's how people do it. They just like, I mean, there are people who just have healthy sleep patterns and 10 p.m. rolls around or 9 p.m. rolls or whatever. And they're just like, okay, bedtime. How do you exist like that? How do you do it? I'm not criticizing. I am requesting information. It's just a physiological difference, I guess. I hate that. It bothers me. I'm not saying I hate that it bothers me. I'm saying I hate that and it bothers me that I'm like that. It makes existing in normal society very difficult. Okay, I'm allowing that through. That's fine. Shut up is not getting blocked here. In my case, it's less insomnia, CFS, and more ADHD, not letting my brain shut up. So I go the natural route of random thought, slightly deeper thought, extremely anxiety-inducing panic stress scenario that my mind just made up for some reason. Whenever I have too many things that I'm juggling, that right there is one of those things where it's like, okay, I need to do a minor thing to progress one of these things just to feel like I can go to sleep. Yesterday I was tired until almost passing out, but many times when not tired, I cannot sleep. Well, yeah, I know. I don't get it. How do people sleep when they're not exhausted? How do you just choose to do that? It's a version 5 and it's fantastic so far. Nice. Yeah, I watched a bunch of videos on it. It really looked good. It's just for my needs, unless there was a way to have it to where like I'm doing an IRL stream and people can literally move the camera around for themselves because I'm capturing 360 footage. Unless there's an interface that allows for that, there's no reason for me to get it, you know? I mean, I guess there's times where it might be good to have a 360 view to edit later when I am out and about. But it's not frequent enough, I guess. I wanted something that was going to be like, okay, also, if I'm not mistaken, they don't have a way to change the lenses out. That bothered me. I'm a little clumsy. I take good care of my gear, but I can sometimes be a little clumsy. I don't have a button I can press to sleep. Real. I know. I usually just wait until I'm super tired so I get to bed, put my phone to charge, and sleep in like 3 minutes. What I used to use was a... What are they called? It was this music group or musician. And they actually looked at this study and about something to help with sleep, different rhythms and sounds that help you sleep. And they made something. It's a track called Weightless. And I used to play the 10-hour version of that just to be able to fall asleep. It worked on me for a long time. I don't really do that anymore. I probably should try it again. But there's certain things that I can sort of like get myself to believe are indicators that like, yeah, this is sleep time. It's really tough though. It doesn't I'm not going to say like I'm too smart for that. It's just more like aware. Like my brain is like, I know what you're trying to do. No, go do something fun. It's nighttime. You're awake right now. And I'm like, cool, neat. I sleep a lot better when I had earbuds, but those broke a while ago and I haven't had the money to buy new ones. I feel that. Also, earbuds, though, not that healthy when you're sleeping, especially if you sleep on your side sometimes, because, I mean, it's going to push into your ear. There's not a better option, though, really, I guess, other than full headphones, but then you can't lay on your... It'd be the same thing. But I used to just, like, put my phone near me or I had a Bluetooth speaker that I kept plugged in all the time, and I would just use that. There was one apartment setup that I had where I had... what the heck was that? What was that? Oh, it was the emote. It was the emote. Okay. Yeah, I had like surround sound on my side tables for my bed just to help me sleep, because there's a thumping heartbeat like sound in Weightless, that track, and it helps a lot if you feel it in your body. Like, I'm not even like, it sounds like hand wavy BS, like, oh, a song that helps you fall asleep. I mean, I looked into like some of the study stuff, some of the research that had been done for it, and I was like, this is pretty cool, actually. The same people who would like wave that off as if it's nothing would be like, yeah, count sheep. Well, I got for my motorcycle trip this summer. You got for your motorcycle, what was that? Gonna ride Route 66. You got your motorcycle for a trip, or you? What is that? What did you mean by that, Cherokee Vapors? Great thing we checked out PowerGP's website lately. You mentioned it earlier, right? That they have the thing. Yeah. If you should, they have some really good performance optimized builds. Also, in my opinion, they are second only to Alexander PCs in warranty and support. 3-year standard warranty for free and lifetime support. Just my thoughts and opinion. It really depends on how you look at it. They really upped their game in the warranty department. It used to be, I think, just a year. And then they really buffed that. Or was it 2 years? It might have been 2 years. They really do solid builds. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard many stories of the service you get from them, but they're very tight. Like, you can't have bad service and also rely on social media for your marketing, which they absolutely do. So, also, I know Jesse. Jesse is a solid dude. He's like, if you don't like people who are a little bit, like, what is it? Sensationalist a little bit on social media and stuff, then you might not like Jesse. I do. I get along great with him. But then again, I tend to try and like everybody. I do like everybody, but Jesse has given me zero reasons to dislike him. He's just always super solid with me. Always gives, like, I'm not a huge creator. He gives me time of day all the time. I can tell him what time is it today. He's like, here's the time of day. He's a really cool dude. The thing is, I know I'm like, it sounded like I was backpedaling there or whatever. I'm not. It's just that, like, I have to be careful about not being like, I am friends with this person at this SI or whatever, because, you know, conflict of interest and all that. No, I'm friends with Jesse. Jesse's cool. He's a good guy. I'll just say it. It's fine. Oh, the camera. You got it for your ride. Nice. Okay. That's a good choice for that. 3-year standard warranty for free and lifetime support. Just my thoughts and opinion. Right. That is solid, though. They really upgraded that. They're like, I feel like just saying it like that is really good, because it just puts everything out there on the table. Like, we talked a lot about sick PCs while we were still talking about PC stuff. Sick PCs doesn't have as cut and dry of a warranty, but the actual result of the warranty you get is very similar to that. It's just that some of it is through RMAs from the manufacturer, which is usually what happens with a warranty anyway. But the lifetime support and stuff, all there. Yeah. So it's just when you have it cut and dry, though, like with a company like Power GPU, it does sound better, though. But a lot of the boutique builders out there can have pretty solid warranties. There's some there where it's like not as solid. And when you look at something like Skytech, where it's a 1-year parts and labor that you can extend to 3 years for both. When you extend that warranty, you might be like, well, that costs extra. Yeah, but so do boutique builds. Warranties are one of those things where it's rarely as cut and dry as it seems. For example, Zydax PCs has a lifetime warranty. They also have some of the most complaints out of any SI in SI testimonials, or some of the strongest complaints. So I took down my code from them. I took it off of the list of codes. It's no longer there. Because like, it's like they never saw fit to really address that with me. Even though I went to them like, hey, this person in my Discord is threatening legal action. What are you doing? What's going on with this customer? So then they took care of the guy, which is great, but they never saw fit to kind of update me on what's going on, why that had happened, make reassurances, nothing. It wasn't important enough to them. So, all right. They don't need a code then. Full kit is under $600 now on Amazon. I'm not going to be picking that up because what I actually need is another one of these, another Osmo pocket camera, because the following on it is great. The quality, well, the following on the Osmo Pocket 3 is sometimes wonky, but by and large, it's better than other similar cameras. And the 4 that I just saw a video on today is even better. I watched the Potato Jet video on the Osmo Pocket 4 just today. And I need one for that setup when I'm going to be ripping packs there. And also, I'm going to be taking that with me whenever the Osmo Pocket 3 changed my travel workflow tremendously. So with the 4 coming out and me needing another Pocket 3, I'm just going to get the 4. So there's not really room in my budget to get a 360 camera. Gimbal cameras are more important to me because of the insane stabilization on them. And I know that 360 cameras also have very good stabilization, but the gimbal feature, I just can't let go of it. It's so good. So for me as a creator, like a lot of creators, a Pocket 3 is the way to go. But for doing something like a motorcycle trip, 360, 100%. It's more durable than the Pocket cameras because these have a gimbal with moving parts in it. You can't replace the lens on this, like I was talking about with the only reason I brought that up is because the Insta360 camera, you can just unscrew a broken lens and screw on a new one. I don't know why DJI didn't follow suit with that. Kind of weird. But they have a program where they'll replace a lens for you. I hit pure exhaustion to sleep. I don't like to take anything for sleep, so I get 4 hours on average a night. Occasionally, my body will do a 10-hour sleep. Those are good nights. The problem is, Astralis, when I get good sleep, I will sleep through my time to take my treatment for CFS, for chronic fatigue syndrome. And on days like that, I can literally sleep until the next morning. Like through an entire day. My body is just like, oh, good. Now we're not going to do anything. We're just going to sleep all day and all night and all day. Like, it's 0 or 100 with me, which is super cool. I don't trust myself to sleep with my phone next to me. I move a lot when I'm asleep. I know for a fact I'm going to either sleep on top of my phone and break it or knock it off my bed and break it. I have a bed frame that has a shelf above my head. That's where my phone goes. I don't like having it on my side table just because I've like accidentally snagged the cable when like getting up or doing whatever and dropped my phone because of it. So I have a shelf there that has a little charging station built into it. It's like, boop, and I just put it up there. I guess wireless. I could set. I took down the wireless charger that I had there for a while for a trip, and I never put it back. I should put that back and use it. Watching Jesse gaming on Twitch. He seems like a really laid-back guy. I like him. Been chatting with him in his chat. Yeah, Jesse is super cool. I'm telling you. And he gets a lot of viewership, too. Like, his streams go off. I should, I mean, the thing is, he keeps a lot more normal hours than I do, so I can't really go hang out in his stream. I'd like to, though. So, in all the things that we've opened so far, we've added new Pokemon to the Pokedex. We're doing good so far. Can we keep it up? Probably not, because now I'm going to do an Ascended Heroes thing. I do want y'all to... Well, first off, again, I want to apologize for starting so incredibly late tonight. But the camera wasn't working. Not a lot I can do about that. I spent a long time fixing it. I thought it was the yeah. You do process of elimination. Double check the camera. Double check the cable. I actually have a coupler to extend my HDMI, so swap that out. Put a longer cable there. Try that. Go back to the PC. Try swapping it into a different port on the capture card. Oh wait, that camera's not working either. It's the capture card. Okay, let's troubleshoot. Update drivers. Reboot the PC. Reboot didn't work. Update the drivers. Check everything. It's kind of there. It should be okay. It's not working. Check my software. Everything's good. Wait. Try draining all power. And I did all that process. Shut down completely. Shut off the power supply. Unplugged it. Press the power button a few times. Completely drain it out. And then plug it back in. And then it worked. That was my adventure. But anyway, sorry I was late. But I am probably going to be changing things up here pretty soon. As you can tell, on Twitch, I have changed the category to Pokemon TCG. Nobody's been coming in to get help. And we had one person fill out the form and just disappear. So we're going to cut back the PC matchmaking aspect to just Tuesday and Thursday. And I'm fairly certain I'm going to do gaming and TCG stuff on Sundays. That's what we're going to do. Now, there is more stuff coming up too. I might be joining a Map Rando tournament for rookies in May. That's going to mean I have to stream to participate. Then they restream that as part of their thing. So if we do get restreams for that, who knows? It's a rookie tournament, so I don't know if that's going to be a thing. That's going to mean there's going to be a couple unorthodox time streams, like a random day or time that I agreed on with whoever I'm going up against. It might just be one. I might get knocked out pretty early after just a couple sets, and then I'm done. Or it might be something that happens more. I might also be trying to jump into the weeklies. It's funny that they call them weeklies, because it's actually twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. But you have to stream for those too. So I might be streaming a lot more gameplay. Now, if it's a weekly thing, if it's like a Map Rando race and it's just a weekly, and I jump in on that, it could just be an hour-and-a-half stream, and then I'm done. But I would like it if y'all join me anyway. Just basically, if you want to... This is a really tumultuous time sort of in my career. There's a lot of stuff up in the air. The stuff I was doing is not really valid right now. The stuff I was doing before. I am going to try to bring some of that back just because it is needed, I think. But it's not going to do that well, I think. So, if you want to support me in the things that I'm pursuing now, it would mean the world to me. So just make sure you have notifications on, or keep an eye on the announcements channel in the Discord. If I'm doing something like just gaming streams, that's going to mean I'm probably not streaming on YouTube. So, YouTube viewers, if you watch on YouTube because you don't like Twitch, I am sorry. But my gaming stuff is just going to be there. The VODs for just, like, right now, I already feel bad that I barely talk about tech, and those are long VODs on my tech YouTube channel now. I really should just go remove them. Or put them on private or something. So if you watch on YouTube, but you're like, I want to watch and play video games. That's cool. I watch gaming content creators. Let's go do that. Or whatever the reason if whatever brought you here or whatever reason you stayed and came back, there's going to be some streams on Twitch that are not going to be here. And I do apologize for that. It just doesn't make sense until I get the streaming for the Pokemon YouTube channel for me up and running. But then that's not even going to be on the regular Braythorn channel. It's going to be on Braythorn EX. So follow that, because that should start to have stuff show up pretty soon. But if anything, live streams are a way to start that. I thought I heard something. An alert. Anyways, let's open one more thing. Definitely put them on private. Removing them will make it count as if you lost all those views. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll put them on private. And it can have a bad impact on the algorithm in relation to your channel, as if the algorithm even remembers who I am at this point. I am so out of the algorithm at this point. Like, you remember not too long ago, we would get 40, 45 people in the YouTube. All of a sudden, it's like 9, 10, 11 people. I think because I am a tech YouTube channel that started doing non-tech things, the algorithm does not know what to do with me, which is why I had to have that separate channel, but I'm not using it. I am really messing myself up in the algorithm by doing that. So there's no way I can have gaming stuff on YouTube and not have YouTube just write me off completely, because I'm not boxing myself into a single theme channel. Like, only the famous people get to do that, Bray. What are you doing? Ooh, you know what you should do? I think I do. Definitely try to tune in when I can, Chanel. I appreciate that. Cherokee says Skytech has a $100 10th anniversary coupon. Right. And before their 10th anniversary, they had a $100 deal of the month coupon for certain PCs. Now, the 10th anniversary one might be site-wide, and that's really good. And it probably stacks with my coupon code, which is also very good. I'm long overdue to just put out a, hey, hi, I'm still alive. The industry also is barely alive kind of video for PC Gateway. But not that fatalistic, more like, hey, you can still buy PCs. Here's some deals. Here's all the SIs I have coupons for. If it helps, here you go. But they're out there. There are PCs out there. Just understand, whatever your budget, whatever you thought your budget was going to get you, go down one tier in performance, and that's where you're at right now, because things are getting better. This is the time, if there's been any time in Ramageddon for me to make a video, it's now that prices have come down a little bit. So we can speculate a little bit, we can be hopeful, all of that. The way the algorithm has been sharing a lot of streams recently is through vertical streams for people scrolling through shorts. There is a thing where I can turn that on and it automatically creates a vertical stream. I don't know if I can have a separate canvas and stream both the landscape and portrait at the same time. I don't know if that's a thing. I got to see that. But the one that it randomly makes is just the center of my screen, which when we're doing something like this, that doesn't work. Now, if we're doing something like this a lot, then yeah, that does work, actually. You can. There are a lot of channels that do it. Well, no, see, there is a feature, and I can even show you this. See, right here, there is a thing that says dual stream. Now, I can't turn it on once I've gone live, but it automatically generates a vertical crop version for the shorts feed. That's probably what you're seeing, because I haven't yet found a way to, I have not yet found a way to do that manually. Now, the software I use can have dual canvases. I can have a vertical canvas that I can make separately, and I can have one that I make landscape, my main one. And when I change a scene, it'll change the scene in the other one. Like, it'll all flow. But I don't know how to send both of those at the same time. So I got to figure that out. I mean, having both the vertical and landscape stream, you can. I've seen plenty of channels. I already read that. Yeah. I use normal OBS, but multi by meld is super cool since it's a normal website based, so I can turn on and off streams with my phone from anywhere. I did see that Harris put out a video about meld. I need to see that. It's probably that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm generally, I see Harris video, I click Harris video, but I didn't on this one. I was doing something else at the time. I mean, Senpai Gaming is what it is, or just Senpai now. But that is what we're talking about, I think. Anyway, let's open some Ascended Heroes and get optimistic, cautiously optimistic. We'll be cautiously optimistic. And it's supposed to not need extra bandwidth. That would be nice, right? Yeah, I need to look into that video. I need to watch that video and see what Harris says about it. Let's peek at this real quick and boop. And he's back. We already did a Gardevoir box, and we'll do the other one, but I want to do the Lucario one now. Maybe that's all the hits are. I don't know. Stop falling. Crown Zenith box. I am actually shocked that I didn't rip into that thing tonight. I'm shocked. Not appalled, though. I'm actually proud of myself. But soon. Soon. TM. He just got kicked off a private server in Rust because a PC company that sponsors streamer had that host the streamer and invited him personally to play got offended that his tag is the same as his company name, so they had him kicked. They made a point to tell people not to retaliate against anyone because in trying to tear him down, they revealed who they really are as a company. They got mad because he and viewers with one of his PCs were only You hit the character limit there, Panther. Streamer players at big event last night were the only ones with no issues while streaming. Interesting. What was the company? Okay, well, look at how perfect that is. It's a little too far, actually. Maybe that's a little too close. Sorry, RGB. He's just all like, all right, we're recording. Let's go. I am not done with Ascended Heroes. When the ETB prices got to be what they are, I thought I was, but I'm not buying ETBs. I got this. The premium poster collection seems to be one of the best ways. This has way more cards than it has. Not way. It has one pack more than an ETB. 10 packs. So you know it's a lot. It's a good amount cheaper than the ETB. So I got this. Plus I have one of the Gardevoir ones as well. We're gonna do the Lucario one right now. Let's rip into it. This does come with the Lucario Mega Attack Rare. I have pulled one already, so I don't need it, but it can go into my trade binder. But because it's a promo, it's not gonna, it's values of promos can be weird. It's a rad promo though. I love the Mega Attack Rares. I want all of them. The pull rates though on Ascended Heroes are not amazing. They're not Traumatic Delusions terrible, but they're not that great. Oh, that's just there, isn't it? Okay, cool. There we go. Mega Lucario EX, Mega Attack Rare. I love these cards. So sick. I'm sorry, RGB. My bad. Here you go, buddy. All right. Of course, and let's leave this guy up right here. Why not? There you go. There we go. Of course, it is a poster collection, so you get a massive poster of that Mega Attack Rare. As you can see, he's kind of angry right there, or whatever that face is. Just put that aside right there. And of course, 10 glorious packs of a glorious set. It's funny going from Ascended Heroes to Perfect Order. Ascended Heroes, a set for collectors. Perfect Order, a set for players. And I enjoy them both. Not everybody can say the same, though, and that's fine. Okay, there we go. All right, 10 packs of Ascended Heroes. We're going to go through these pretty quick. I have most of the commons and uncommons. Should we do a mega pack? I kind of don't want to. We're not going to do mega packs with these because certainly there's a God pack in here. And we all know that if you get a Hollow Energy, for sure you're getting a God pack. So, you know, we just have to be ready. There we go. All right, pack number 1. Hope they all open like that. All right, I want them Hollow Energies. I want as many of those as I can get, and I did not get one. I do have a lot of these, though, in Hollow because of that high-class battle deck from Japan. Mega Signal. Roly-Coly. Pikachu. I love this Pikachu card. So good. Tarantula. Electric. Noivern. Canary. Surfer Reverse. Raboot Reverse. Friend Ball. And Zekrom. Off to a great start. I'm not sure how I feel about like when these sets only have one pack art. I'm used to kind of seeing a bunch of pack arts, but hey, what are you going to do? Pack number 2. No Hollow Energy. Okay, let's get these out of here. We don't need those. All right. All right. Team, by the way, we are counting Hollow Energies as a hit. All right, Team Rocket's Murkrow. Wait, why is it? I'm not sorting these right. I kind of sort as I go as I'm stacking them up. Togepi, Grubbin, Raboot, Salazzle, Delcatty, Fighting Gong, Erica's Victory Bell, Reverse Energy, Tapu Koko, Reverse Quick Ball, and King Gambit Hollow. The Gardevoir box I did. I don't know. Maybe it's this round of printing where they produced those, where maybe the hit rates went down. I don't know, but it has not been great. Oh, that opened weird. Look at that. The plastic separated from the foil. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that happen. Okay. Hollow Energy. God Pack. Let's go. Nope. Fan Rotom. Ralts. Riolu. Volibee. Cynthia's Gabite. Clefable. Mightyena. Slugma, Reverse Energy, Gloom, Reverse Pokeball, and Kilowattrel Hollow. Yeah, we see how this is going. There's going to be something in here. It's probably going to be a duplicate, and I don't know why I keep doing this. Ascended Heroes is like the hyped up set of, so far, of the Mega Evolution era. And I just keep going for it. And I don't know why. Yes, that's it. Hollow Energy. That's a God Pack. God Pack alert. Never mind. I call that a hit, though. I love those Hollow Energies. They're very simple. I think my favorites, though, are probably from, I think it's 151 that had the Cosmo Hollow Energies. Riolu, Volibee, Team Rocket's Hypnotizer, Larry's Braviary, Weavile, Night Stretcher Reverse, Riolu Reverse Friend Ball, and Terapagos Hollow. Oh my gosh. Hold on, we're almost halfway through. Almost halfway through. And only one hit. Okay. Nope. Tepig. So if I unless I misunderstand it, you can have a Hollow Energy that's not in a God Pack, but I don't think you can have a God Pack that doesn't have a Hollow Energy. So it's nice and confusing like that. Pancham. Pucciina. Ultra Ball. Salazzle. Lily's Determination. Bayleaf. Yo, Iono's Wattrel Illustration Rare. Nice. Let's go. I don't think I've got that. Hold on. I'm going to look real quick. Hold on. Wattrel. Common. That's a big upgrade right there. What a card. Look at that. This is how this set keeps pulling me back in, man. I mean, what do I even do? You didn't say the whole thing, but okay. I was going to allow it, but you repeated yourself. That is so good. You need it for Iono collection. I need this for my Pokédex. I'm sorry. If I get a duplicate, we can talk, but yeah. That is super dope. I'm going to sleeve that up. Yeah, that was it. Mightyena and Togekiss. That is such a beautiful art style, too. Man, those colors pop. Modern Pokemon art is so dope. I will tell you this. I praise Pokemon Company for all the time for not using AI art and for celebrating artists, helping them build legacies over the decades. The moment that changes, I'm going to have some words. If that ever changes, and I hope it does not. Because you know they could save a lot of money. But the community loves the artists of these cards. Okay, let's get perfect focus here. Beautiful. All right. Noibat, Totodile, Pokepad. Let's go. Nice. All right. I have a bunch of those now. I'm good on Pokepads, but still. I love getting the full arts from perfect order. Diglett, Electric, Air Balloon, Hops Cramorant, Charmander Reverse Energy, Larry Staraptor. Yes. Oh, that's great. All the hits were in the back. All the hits were in the back. Look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. Beautiful card. And my current Staraptor is a... Where are you, Staraptor? Where are you? One second. Clean centering on both. Absolutely. Yeah, the quality of these is pretty good. Where's Star Raptor? Oh, there we go. It's just a hollow rare. So that's a big upgrade right there. Nice. And what do we have after that? I'm not sure what's going on right here, though. If we zoom really far in here. It's like something going on right there on that line. I don't know if that's in every Star Raptor, but still. The thing is, these are going in a binder. They don't get graded. Nothing like that. They go in a binder. So it's okay. Okie dokie, and that's it. Yeah, apparently, yeah, all the hits were in the back. Sure. Or I guess this would mean all the hits were on the right, because that's how I ordered them. Yeah, you get a sleeve too. You're hollow energy. You're a star around here. All right. That's what did I say? 1 hollow energy and 10 packs is not my favorite. What are you doing over there, buddy? You're supposed to be over here. That's not great. Give me more of those, please, Pokemon Company. Gibble. Vanillite. Okay. Larry's Kamala. Premium Power Pro. Drampa. Dragon Grandpa. Bayonet. Skitty Reverse Energy. Crocodile Reverse Friend Ball, and Mega Lucario EX. Yeah, they were all on the right side. So weird. Doing it upside down. That's why I couldn't find it. There we go. 3 packs left. Well, this one. There we go. Oh, that's it. That's it. Hollow energy. God pack alert. Never mind. Still, nice to get. I have plenty of lightning ones now, but still. Togetic. Ghastly. Pikachu. Skitty. Team Rocket's Energy. Bayleaf. Team Rocket's Archer. Mega Signal Reverse. Tepig Reverse Friend Ball. And the famous Team Rocket Spidops. All right, penultimate pack time. 2 left. I don't know, by the way, if my heart could even handle getting a God Pack. I don't know how to feel about that if it were to happen, but stay tuned to see someone perhaps perish if that happens. That ain't happening right now. Pikachu. Tarantula. Ghastly. Swirlix. Heliolisk. Thick Scale. Croconaw. Noibat Reverse Energy. Cascoon Reverse Love Ball. Groudon Hollow. Still, I mean, we're doing okay. We have last pack right now. Get some last pack mojo going on. Come on. We got this. We got this. Yeah, that feels like a God pack in just in presence, in aura, I think. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. 1 in 2,000. I haven't opened 2,000 packs, but that's not how odds work, by the way. All right. Never mind. But we got a hit in here for sure. Let's see. Gibble. Wurmple. Reboot. Mawile, Team Rocket's Watchtower, Electric, Psyduck Reverse Energy, Delcatty Reverse Love Ball, and last card is Terrapico's Hollow. Okay, well, it is better than the Gardevoir box that we had. That is an upgrade in terms of number of hits. And I'll take that. You get a top loader too. You're gonna go in the trade binder. I mean, it's not a crazy valuable promo, but I love these cards. And there's someone out there who's collecting all the mega attack rares who has something I need for my Pokedex probably. But these are fantastic pulls right here. I'm very happy with these two. Plus a couple hollow energies, why not? But I'm very happy with these two pulls. And you know, an EX for seasoning. So we still have the Guard of War box. And I'm really excited about this one. Hold on. Where did I? 1 second. It fell. Okay. We're doing that. We're probably going to do that Guard of War box next. But guess what we have coming up here? It's going to go across. It's going to go across here like a train. Watch. Here we go. That's a huge box. Get subscribed or hit follow. See you in the next one. That is a huge box. It's a liability. Seriously, it's like 2.5 feet long. It's crazy. All right. Okay, everybody. That was great. That was good. Okay. We'll take that. I really like that Waltrell card. It's really, really good. But what's up, Dr. Deadclick? How you doing? I think the guys over at Meld is doing something really nice, and supposedly normal Meld stuff will stay free to use. What is currently out, then coming editing stuff will have price, I heard. Okay. What did you say before that? Panther? Oh, no, I read that before already, yeah. Is it weird to have Kanari and Iono in the same set? The two electric streamer trainers, gym leaders, whatever. Well, Kanari is not a gym leader, whatever. Can't wait for the Megastar Raptor card. Love its design. There is a new set coming out in Japan. And I think we saw that together, right? We saw that on Cal's Collectibles, and it's centered around Mega Darkrai, which I love Darkrai. Not a huge fan of Mega Darkrai, I'm gonna be honest. Little awkward of a Mega, little weird. I mean, weird can be good. Weird can be fine. It's a little really weird. So I'm going to spend tomorrow thinking about up until Sunday, coming up until Sunday, I'm going to be spending that time thinking about what I want to do for Sunday. I'm going to weigh my options between and that does mean YouTube viewers. It does mean that there's probably not going to be a YouTube stream on Sunday because we're going Tuesday and Thursday for this kind of stream where it's mixed PC matchmaking and Pokemon, okay? Because as you can tell, I don't do a lot of PC matchmaking on these anymore because even when someone does fill out the form, they leave. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. But I got to weigh my options between something like a ROM hack, like Infinite Fusion, or going back to my Emerald playthrough or starting it over again so I don't destroy my voice with my name choice. Or playing Pokemon Champions, you know, something like that. Or other gaming thing, but probably Pokemon thing to generate footage and content for that, but also have a good time. And in between, we take breaks, we rip packs. Like, that sounds like a really fun stream. Like, really fun. We set a goal in the game, right? And basically, like, for every gym or something I beat, I open 3 packs or something like that, you know? So I'm going to try to tie all that together. And in the long form, that's going to be tied together and it's going to be really fun. He wouldn't say, and I would have to watch the stream again to find out because the chatters are putting it out there. I know it's the one that was started by a group of big YouTubers. And Peanut is the host they sponsored that invited him. Even Peanut had crashing issues, and Jesse never said anything. Of us in chat were directing people that asked in chat to check out his company, but no links were posted. Just type chat messages and word of mouth. Here's the thing. As someone who has done sponsored streams, like, it's not... You're not a bad person if you fulfill your contractual obligations. If you accept bad contractual obligations, then maybe you should have read the contract better or whatever. But if something was, if they're sponsored by someone, they're at work. And if there was something, I don't know exactly the whole situation that you were talking about, but if they were sponsored by a certain PC company and they like, we're saying nice things about whatever, they're like promoting it, they're being paid to do that. That's their job to do that. Now, I have done sponsored things and still been like, hey, here's how I really feel about this. That was part of my contract with that sponsor, where I was still allowed to share full-on opinions. I didn't have to get the video approved before I posted it or whatever, if it was a sponsored video. But sponsors are different, and marketing departments want to do sponsorships differently. I, as a content creator, I probably have a different perspective than you do. But I can tell you, if I were a company and I paid a bunch of streamers to do something, and another company's CEO comes in and starts saying stuff, I probably wouldn't feel too good about that. You know? If I knew what company it was, that'd be great. You said it was started by a bunch of YouTubers. If you're talking about streamers, you might be talking about Starforge. I don't know. But that was... Now, it wasn't started by OTK, but they invested in it. They're part owners. Starforge was started by PC builders and a guy who's really savvy and like knows what he's doing. I trust that I'm fairly certain Jesse isn't out there trying to start drama. And if you're a fan of Jesse and Power GPU, it's not necessarily going to help him to do that. He wants to have a good reputation too, I'm sure. So I don't know. I have to reserve judgment. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I don't know the company. Starforge. Yeah. Starforge is a good company. They build solid computers. They give good service. They're not boutique. They're in the high volume, mid to high volume. Okay. Like iBuyPower sells more. And Falcon Northwest sells less. So they're somewhere in the middle. All right, I'll see if I can fall asleep any minute. It's the time for me to head to bed. All right, you got it, Natty. Thanks for hanging out. Braithorn don't promote crappy SIs held to the gnaw. Braithorn be speaking facts and exposing any wrongdoing with a business. I remember when you exposed the rental. I wasn't, but welcome in. Yeah. Like, rental thing. Yeah. My main thing that I would talk about would be companies that didn't deliver a PC when it's purchased, or they had bad PCs and used parts or whatever, or they had terrible customer service. That's my main thing. But yeah, Starforge is not one of those companies. So to me, whatever's happening over there, Panther, it doesn't sound... I mean, any PC can have crashing issues. It's just a computer. Big hint, they have Windows on them. Any of these PCs could be having crashing issues, straight up. I don't know. Do you know how many SIs had, like you could easily, any SI that sold 13th or 14th gen Intel, which was fine at the time, but it turned out it was bad, there was no reason for them to know that was going to happen. Intel certainly wasn't telling their partners about the known issues. In fact, Intel was denying RMAs when there were clearly known issues happening. But who gets the blame? the company you gave your money directly to. When it comes system integrators, it's a unique industry. When prices surge, it's generally because the SI is the last link in the chain, the supply chain, and every other link in the supply chain is inflating prices or whatever, or trying to get their cut. It's really bad. But who gets the shaft in terms of public image? System integrators do. Not their distributor, who you don't even know the name of. It's like that. It sucks. But NC Hustler, welcome to the stream. You did come in at the end. It generally I end at midnight central. We're 28 minutes past that. But I'm glad to have you here. You assembled a build for me around 2 years ago. I refer you to people on Reddit who need assistance with PC building. Nice. I don't know where those people are because because of the industry right now, we're hardly getting anyone signing up for PC matchmaking, which is what I did for you, right? I just didn't call it that at the time, I think. Maybe I did. So I have added Pokemon content to what I do. I mean, I don't want to stop streaming or making stuff, you know. But yeah. So there's going to be, it's approaching. It's on the horizon. But the channel is there. There's just nothing on it yet. It's called Brayathorn EX. That's where my Pokemon content's going to be. And there's going to be a set. I'm either going to put everything on one channel like everyone says I shouldn't do. So shorts and long form on one channel. Or it's going to be Brayathorn EX and another one for the long form. Just keep an eye on that stuff, or stay in the Discord. Keep an eye on the Discord announcements. It'll all be announced in there once all that stuff is good and there's content there. They asked him to change his name in game, so he did, and they kicked him. He did what they said, and then they kicked him. That's the sequence of events. I'll message Jesse. I'll see what he says about it. But I'm happy to hear that the PC's working well for you, Hustler. That's awesome. I mean, I am assuming it is. You would have probably mentioned it if it wasn't. But yeah. Oh, I got that Dreepy from that box. That was really good. I was reminding myself what I pulled out of the Gardevoir box. It wasn't bad. It's just that there's there's a duplicate. So, of course, the Gardevoir Ascended Heroes box. This is what I got out of that if you weren't here for that. Of course, the promo card, these are amazing. But I got this Mischievous, which I already had. I got this Canary, which is dope, but doesn't help me with the Pokedex. And this Dreepy was the pull of the box because it is going in the Pokedex. And then, yeah, King's County X. But yeah, so it wasn't a bad box. Actually, the hit rate is about the same, if not better. This one had 3 full arts, and this one has 4 full arts. Actually, okay, well, no, that one's a promo. So they only had 2 full arts. So the hit rate was actually better. So we'll have to take out the part where I said that wasn't a very good box because it was just about the same, if not a little better. But no, what I was looking for was this. Nope, that's the Calyrex stuff. Where is... There it is. Okay. You're correct about the sequence. Interesting. Interesting. I'll shoot him a message tomorrow. Yeah, PC's golden since updating BIOS drivers and firing it up. Nice. Glad to hear it. Bummer, you should work on selling your Pokemon cards on the whatnot TikTok platforms. That's not the approach I'm doing. Yeah, that's not the approach. I mean, rip and ship, sure, it's fine. I know some people who do it. It's all good. I have a mission, and that's not it. The mission is to create the raddest Pokédex ever, and to do that, I'm approaching as a collector. Just so you have a heads up, this is really cool, okay? So here's my methodology, right? I'm calling this the trainer method. I don't think I've seen anybody else doing this. So the way that I approach building the Pokédex is like as if I'm a trainer in the video game. And there's only 3 ways that you can add Pokemon to your box, your Pokédex, whatever, okay? 3 ways. You can catch them, and that's ripping packs and pulling the cards. That's catching them. You can trade for them. So if I go to a card show and I bring a trade binder, I can trade duplicates and get Pokemon that I need that are harder to pull, or from sets that I don't want to buy sealed product for. Or you can get promo cards, like the promo Lucario from the one that I just opened, that Mega Attack Rare from that Ascended Heroes box, right? That's a promo. If I didn't already have that card, which I do, it would be an upgrade for the Lucario I already had in my Pokédex, which it's not. I already have that one. So those are the 3 ways. Because if you're playing the video games, you know that Game Freak will give out codes to download promo Pokemon. If you got Pokemon Champions, you got a Dragonite if you put in the code Champion. Was it Dragonite? That was Dragonite, right? Put in Champion with the 10 for the IO, you get a Dragonite. And that's yours. It's your Pokemon. Now, I know that there's a few Pokemon you can buy throughout the older games and all this different stuff, but those don't count. Those are outliers. I cannot buy singles. The closest that I can do to that is saying, oh, that box has a promo, whatever. I need that card, like I did with a Zera or a V from a box I opened earlier. Zera or a VMAX. But I can verify it firsthand. Yeah, I usually would rather do that. Outrage is overrated. Unless it's warranted. Like, save your outrage for NVIDIA, not the companies being affected by NVIDIA. You know what I mean? Because they're all struggling. Every system integrator is struggling right now. But okay. All right. What was I doing? Okay. I want to raid Silver Lugia because I pulled a Lugia on the last stream. So that's my inspiration there. Oh, I don't usually raid if it's under 10, actually. We'll give Lugia a raid next time. We'll give Silver a raid next time. Yeah, we'll probably just end it there. All right, this is what happens when I go past the time. It's past everybody's bedtime. That's fine, for my audience, anyway. You can also earn real money from animation donations, having TikTok currency value. Huh? You also charge for building service at a later point if the demand is there. Like building PCs? No, I'd rather not do that. Too much product liability. No, I would rather help people find the right company, and it's been working for me so far. It's just right now, nobody can buy anything anyway. So, yeah. Profits right now are rough in terms of building PCs for people because the parts are way more expensive and people don't want to pay those prices. So you end up holding the bag. Trust me, I know people who are suffering from this, and it sucks. I just have to step away from that industry a little bit because it is a mess right now. And I'm getting into something that I've wanted to do for a while. So it's good. It's all good. All right, guys. Oh, well, we have more now. I guess. No, I went really late. Ari's here and probably we need to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'll catch you guys on Sunday, but just on Twitch because we are making Sunday streams, gaming streams again. There's not enough demand for PC matchmaking, so we're adding gaming to the mix. Tuesdays and Thursdays will be PC matchmaking again. So there you go. If that's what you're here for, Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you're watching on YouTube, remember, I'm not going to be streaming on YouTube on Sunday, barring any unforeseen circumstances. Keep an eye on the Discord announcements for any changes that might happen there. But I appreciate all y'all being here. I will catch you on Sunday. Until then, take care.
Let's go, nerds!